these streets with diamonds in our eyes. Out with the vampires under a midnight sky. My mind so hypnotized. It was exciting. It was the 90s. Mama didn't understand it, and Daddy always said that I was going too far. Said there's never any compromising if you try to win the battle to be who you are. I danced to the left, I danced to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Someone who can hear me and drink from the light, to see things from the same side. Is there anybody out there? 5 years later, I'm out with the same old faces and dead end braces. Things kept going wrong. I'm getting to thinking my daddy was right all along. So if you take a little walk on the wild side, be careful that you never slip your hands from the wheel. There's never any compromising when you're blinded by reflections from the part of you that's real. I dance to the left, I dance to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there?
everybody. Hit the wrong button, but we are back. It is time. Hey now, Monday style. Hey now, coming at you. And we return to normalcy. Summer is over. At least the summer of too much ALT is over. And now we're back to our normally scheduled programming here. And we have what can be described as, what has been described as, a no podcast day, but you know how those always go. And we got a lot of stuff to watch anyway, so we'll be entertained for a while here. Big ups, everybody. About this, and by the way, I know some people love their clock ins and their streaks. This will be the final day of the streaks, all right? The streaks are going away. I was almost finished doing it, fixing it, but one thing I wasn't sure about, so I'm going to check that right before, and then tomorrow it's going to be a new system where it counts how many times you've logged in ever since the beginning of Summer of ALT, by the way. So your previous times that were not tracked will not go, but we'll now have how many times you've clocked in total in your history of watching WPIG. So there'll be no points or anything. It's just going to be how many times have you logged in. There will be a leaderboard, too, as well. So you'll see who has logged in the most times and things like that. But anyways, that's so nothing and not important. There's no pressure anymore, Kobe Bryant says. And that is the point. There's no pressure. So if you miss, if you miss a day, there's no pressure. You come back the next day and you get another login. That's how it works, okay? Bill Brasky asks, will pools ever come back? They are only back for the That Being Said shows. So that's when they're back. It's just too much. It's too much, right? The whole point of this is to pull back on the amount of information being shown on the screen, right? I have used more sound effects now, but I'm in control of them. It's not like when someone does a super chat and then it says, I am the best, and we got fucking Jenna talking and everything. It goes nuts, all right? So we're keeping it simple. Anyways, moving forward. Tomorrow we'll get back on the Death Stranding train. It's been a while. I can't wait to get back. But we'll get back to Death Stranding tomorrow. And then we will also go to the PreeStream tomorrow, which should be a full PreeStream. So that'll be tomorrow's schedule, all right? So we'll see you tomorrow with Death Stranding and with PreeStream Restream. Should be good. All right, so let's start it up. So this gentleman here, this legend here, Muda Scale 1-3, made this sign. And I very much appreciate this sign because, we're too often we say DSP get a job, which is easily debunked because DSP just says I have a job now, and it's not that funny. The first time it's funny, but, it gets old. Well, now what do we have? We have, the camera was on the whole time with the fish-looking style face. And it was shown on screen, too. I don't have the clip there, but it was shown there. This was a different one. He tried another one. I don't know who Nova Online is, but he got this guy has a history of getting signs on the screen. This guy's a true pro. He knows what he's doing. And this did show up on screen. So big ups to that gentleman. The goal was achieved this day, right? So big ups to you. Okay, so let's go to last night to start. Oh, one other thing. We were fucking around with ideas of like stupid games to do. And we talked about, I don't know how many weeks ago now, we talked about the funniest ways to start a stream. The funniest ways DSP has started a video in the history of DSP gaming. And we could have a competition of who could find the funniest one, right? Well, someone sent one here that is very good and would be in the running. So this is, if we're going to do a competition of who could find the most interesting, funny, whatever video beginnings, someone sent me this one, and I think this is a great one. Here we go. This is an example of what we're looking for, all right? Here we go.
Lucky-ass counterpick.
Wait, real quick. It's going to be just to prove it here. I'm starting the video at 0-0, and that is the most important thing. It has to start at zeros on the clock, okay? I'm pushing play. Zeros on the clock. Let's go.
Lucky-ass counterpick faggot. Lucky-ass motherfucker. Oh, great. Another tough-ass match for Retcon.
So, one more time. This is the 0-0. I am pushing play.
Lucky-ass counterpick faggot.
Okay. I told you. They're pretty good, huh? Pretty good. Okay. Okay, so next up, we're going to go to last night, okay? And if you want to play that game, by the way, just send me the links. You don't have to timestamp it because it has to be 000, okay? Has to be zeros on the clock. No timestamp necessary if you want to send me your links if you find some interesting ones. Okay, so let's go to last night. Last night happened, and we played American Truck Simulator, all right? And I fast forward to past the beginning. He just did his normal shit about nothing much, okay? I think the action kind of starts here. This is 44 minutes, so we don't have all the time in the world. But this is all of last night. 11 minutes in. Big ups to King DDD Duke for this one. Let's go.
In some speed now.
So here
Finally.
we go. I found a good spot.
Maybe, we're halfway. We've actually finished halfway right now. And then the $2 super chat, he says, what's your opinion on people that beg? Well, here's the thing. It depends on your definition of beg. If there's someone who literally is sitting in the street begging for something for nothing.
What do you do for them?
That's one thing. If there's someone who is providing free content to you that you're finding entertaining, and then they ask for a contribution in return because that's the way that they make their living, that's completely different, and that's not begging.
What is that then?
People that beg, well...
Okay, well, here's how to counter that. A beggar on the street is doing their job of begging, right? That's what their job is, literally. That's the definition of being a beggar. You know, you choose a beggar class or something on a game. Your job is to do the begging. So he is doing the job. Yeah, you know?
Living, that's completely different, and that's not begging.
Okay.
So people that beg, well, it's sad that there are people who have to beg, I think.
Yeah.
It would be nice if we lived in a society where everyone had enough. And you didn't have to have people who would have to ask for stuff like that.
Yeah, so like you do? Yeah, so if a beggar has a video game behind him, then it's not begging. That's correct. Is correct, Ludwig. Hold on, let me get my highlighter up. Okay. We're back. Go.
But
there you go.
That's not the society we live in. For me, when it comes to stuff like that, like I would prefer to help out people who I know are going to use what I'm going to give them for something good. Like, for example, one time I was in the drive-thru at Taco Bell. This is a true story. It was a few years ago.
Oh, interesting. Taco Bell lore. So he's in the line at the drive-thru at Taco Bell. Remember, he's very healthy, but okay.
He rode up, and he was in the drive-thru line with me, and he says, hey, man, can you do me a favor? I'm really hungry, and I don't have any money on me. Could you buy me, like, 2 tacos? What purpose does this guy have to lie to me? If he's...
Because he wants food? What? Rasm, I seem to remember Foodie Beauty saying something like that. I can't remember how exact that was, but I can check it. Hold on.
Actually hungry. If he wants food, and look at him. I'm buying the food directly for him. I'm literally going to give it to him. He's not asking for money. He's asking for food. So I said, you know what? This is a case. This makes a lot of sense. I did it. And I bought it for him, and I gave him the food, and he was very happy and grateful about it. He said, thank you so very much. I said, you're welcome. I said, the reason I did that is because I saw that you were going to eat it right here, and you're not lying.
Oh, my God. This is adding so much information here that's not true. What?
For him, and I gave him the food, and he was very happy and grateful about it. He said, thank you so very much. I said, you're welcome. I said, the reason I did that is because
I said the reason I did that. Yes, sir. Enjoy the food. The reason I did that is because I knew you weren't like those normal beggars. You're different. Here you go, sir. Please enjoy. Right.
I saw that you were going to eat it right here, and you're not lying to me. You're not going to take my money and go run off and do something with it, like do drugs or something. Yeah, you're actually doing what you said. You're hungry. I appreciate that. I'll help you out.
Keep left.
You know? And so if that's the kind of begging, and it's legit like that, then I don't have a problem with it. But the problem is we live in a society where there's so many deceptive people out there.
Turn left.
You know, sometimes you see these people who are out there, and they got a sign, and they claim that they need help, but it's like, that's great, but we have programs in place to get help. You realize that, right?
Oh my God, yeah.
There's homeless shelters, there's soup kitchens, there's assistance programs.
Okay, so we can do this for DSP as well. There's job boards, there's job-seeking services. A lot of things you could do, Philip, so you don't have to beg, though. There's also, that's true for you as well. LinkedIn, there you go. Indeed.
Even things that'll give you a free cell phone, that'll get you back on your feet, that might even find employment for you. So how do I know that if I give you my money that you're begging for right now, you're not giving me something for the money, you just want me to give you money, you're standing here with a sign. How do I know, right, that this is not going to be a situation where you're actually pulling a fast one on me?
Ah!
It's actually been proven. There's people out there
What?
who stand there.
What? This is so long. How do I know you're not pulling a fast one on me? What? Okay. How do I know you're not pulling a fast one on me? Right.
Asking for money, and they make a living doing it, and they're actually not destitute. They're just doing it so they don't have to get a job. Pretty bad. It's not common, but it's true. It's actually been proven. So, you know, I would prefer to do it in a way that I know that the money that I'm giving is going to go to something that I want it to go for. So, for example, last year...
What? This is insane. How long is this?
During Thanksgiving, I gave a donation to my food bank. The food bank stocks food for those who need it.
Yes.
I know the food bank isn't going to take that money and go blow it on something stupid and frivolous or even harmful. They're going to help people who need it. That's where I would like to give my charity stuff too, because that makes more sense. Okay. Now, if you're talking
I thought charity was not public. Yeah, Mike, that's right. I thought charity was not public, but now it fucking is.
Someone like me, being an online content creator, literally at no moment ever that I ask for a contribution am I begging. I've already.
Oh, okay. He's literally said in the last week. Now it's. I guess it's time for me to start e-begging. He said that.
Already provided you the content. You're here right now on the stream watching said.
Okay, so he's going with the windshield washer. The windshield wiper protocol, which is you wash the windshield without the person's consent, and then you say, well, I washed your windshield, $5, please. So he's going with that idea. Interesting. And squeegee. The squeegee's using the squeegee operation. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Thank you, squeegee.
Creator, literally at no moment ever that I ask for a contribution am I begging. I've already provided you the content. You're here right now on the stream watching said content. Right now, this answer I'm giving you is the content that you so crave, or else you wouldn't be here.
That you so crave?
So if you like the content...
This is the... That was pretty good. This is the content that you so crave. Let me hear that again. What?
You're here right now on the stream watching said content. Right now, this answer I'm giving you is the content that you so crave, or else you
this is the content that you so crave.
Wouldn't be here. So if you like the content, support it.
That's the begging part.
That's not begging. That's asking for contributions.
No, you literally didn't explain that though. If you like the content, support it. That's not what you don't say that though. That's not the case here, because if you like the content, then you get begged to support on top of that. It's not if you like the content, please support. Like, you know, would be fine if you said that at the beginning of the stream or something. All right, guys, if you like what you see here, support, and that's it. But he won't do that. You know, that's not the case.
That's not begging. That's asking for contributions for
yes, so that is begging then.
Content I've already given you.
Yes, so begging then. Okay.
And by the way, since that's the case, since this isn't me saying, oh, I'm so destitute and I need money for food and stuff, that means that I can spend any contributions that I receive on a stream on anything I want whatsoever.
You did that already when you were destitute and begging for money for specific things, though. As he admitted to, for example, when said, guys, I need money for taxes, and then he used that money. He said, actually, his exact words were, every single dollar went to the tax problem, and then he said to June, actually, I misspoke. So we already know from the past this is not true, but all right.
However, and you have absolutely no say about it, nor can you complain about it.
Okay.
Because that's how it works. That's exactly how it works.
What was the question again?
So I hope that you got a little education here tonight. Thanks for the money. Appreciate it. That's now $7 that you've actually given me.
Yeah.
Okay. So actually what we need to do now, guys, we need to split the part. Let's split the part because I'm out of my drink. And,
yep, definitely need to get more drink.
I'll be right back with more American Truck Simulator. Cool.
Big ups Grimner, who says, so I tipped Phil a 5 and told him I'm doing this because I know you need it for DSP Tries It, not that you're going to use it on sweaty JPEGs. Yeah, so that's fair, Grimner. That's how it works. Big ups Grimner. Did I miss anything else? It looks like I did from my tracker, but it's not showing up on YouTube. Did I miss anything else, guys? Let me know if I did. Because the bottom tracker is saying something else, but my main tracker is not showing it. It's like I missed it. Let me know, like Nibbity. Did I miss yours, Nibbity? I see the end of your name there on the left. Let me know if I did. It's weird.
All right, let's add some of these contributions to the leaderboard, right?
Moral support is fine too, Chris Benoit. Always love for moral support.
All righty, everybody.
I love all moral support.
Let's do this. Let's head into the second half of
Let's
American
do
Truck
this.
Simulator here tonight. Here's the thing.
Oh, here we go.
This year has been a challenge for me. Here's why.
Here we go. This stream is entering the, Fortnite, Minecraft, fishing. Truck Sim is kind of getting there, but it's a lot of boring stuff, so it's not really fun to watch live, but the highlights are good.
All right? Last year, I saw a big resurgence when it came to popularity, when it came to support. Why? Well, because I showed the world that I'm not just some guy who wants to sit around and be a hermit, that I can cross over if I need be, that I can be entertaining with other
Crossover if I need be. That's what he said there.
A hermit, that I can cross over if I need be, that I can be
Crossover if I need be.
entertaining with other people. It's, I do good by myself, but also in other situations it works, right? I think people saw a new side of me that they hadn't seen, and they liked it.
No,
and a
no one
lot of
liked
people were interested in my content. And even though I've disassociated myself from those people who I was associating with because
Who are they?
they were actually fucking scumbags who I would never associate with in real life for the fucked up stuff that they've done and continue to do. And by the way, they were always planning on backstabbing me anyway, and I knew that from the beginning.
Okay, so you knew that from the beginning. Interesting. That's interesting. He knew that from the beginning. Knew that from the beginning. How many times did we hear? How many times did we hear that they would not do that? How many times, guys? I know Ludo World Order made a video about that. It says all the times that he said they would not ban him, and then he does it anyway. So where is it? I know it's here. Interaction with Ralph. There we go. It's 26 minutes, so I'm just going to search for my favorite
I'm having
one.
such a good time now, but I can't fully enjoy it. I'm being honest with you guys right now. I'm trying to be really open with you. I can't really fully enjoy this right now because I have this eating feeling. What's eating Gilbert Grape?
This is my
A lot
favorite.
of people say, "Oh, they're just buttering you up for a big downfall." Hey guys, don't you think it would have happened by now? It was August. It's now going to be December. It's a little late for that now, right? So I think a lot of people were just very wrong.
Yep,
About a
very
lot
wrong.
of things. They wanted the worst. They were always there. It's the sky is falling, Chicken Little. But I get it. The reason they think that way is because things went really badly for me for many, many years, and now they've turned around. So, But here's what the trolls did. Did you see how Kino Casino completely snaked Phil last night? Did you see the segment where they ripped him a new one? Wow, they've turned on Phil. They're his most heinous villains now, and they're going to razz him every day, destroy him every day. Phil's downfall is inevitable.
So there you go. There's a whole video about this, 26 minutes, if you want to see it. But I do think that Philip always had that fear, but he was very open with sharing that fear that they were going to turn on him eventually. But still, he would literally ban people that said they were going to turn on him. He would say that's never going to happen. But in his own mind, I really do think he was scared, right? However, he was still banning people that even would question the idea. You know what I mean? That would question that maybe they might turn on you, ban. He would get pissed like he just did in those rants. But I think he really was scared in his mind.
But I digress. Even though I'm not associated with them anymore, the good thing is this year was going to be a test. Can I continue to be successful and do better without the assist? And now, not only am I making great bank pretty much every day that I stream, it's not every single day, but most of the time, right? I am doing much better. But now I got people who are coming by and are like, yeah, we get it now. Phil,
who said this?
Maybe would have been doing this kind of quality of stuff all along if he really could have, but he had some bad luck and some really bad choices. But, we like him. We like his personality.
Who said this? What emails are these? What?
And we want to spend time with him. These streams like tonight end up doing better a lot of the times. It's just me driving a truck, right? I end up doing better on this stream than I do doing a major game, a major AAA game. Because people are coming to spend time with me and hang out rather than, for example, see a new game or how is the AAA release or something like that. And I really appreciate that because that shows that things are changing. People are tuning in for me, not for the game. I really, really, really appreciate that.
Okay, so we should be able to play any game we want then, right? Definitely, okay? And we definitely just because people want to hang out with us, it doesn't matter what game's on the screen. We can finish every game, right? We definitely wouldn't rage quit almost 50% of all the games we played this year, right? Excuse me, not rage quit, wage quit. Because everyone just wants to hang out with DSP, so it doesn't matter what game he plays. You know that, guys. So that's true.
I've now
right?
seen that, no, I can be successful on my own. I didn't need them to begin with. What I needed was for people to give me a chance and stop only seeing me as a toxic meme.
So you needed them to get people to see you not as a toxic meme, despite the fact that they were seeing him as a toxic meme that whole time. Here is the numbers on the wage quit, if you didn't see on that being said. He's wage quit 43.5% of all games he's played this year. So, but people just want to hang out with him, though, guys. It doesn't matter what's on the screen. You know that. Let's go.
And say, hey, is this content actually good? Is it cool to hang out with them? I think people now see, oh, yeah, it is. No, not everyone, but a lot of people like that now when they come and they hang out and they support way more than I used to get.
Okay.
Left.
I'm shocked this game has worked the way that it has. I never thought that the game would work as well as it's working, but it has worked, right? You guys have really enjoyed this stream. So what else could we do? Excellent stuff. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. We got to figure out what we want to do next. Guys, thank you for the support. We had 2 super chats. So now we're up to $109 of support. We only got 41 to go to hit our goal for the night and to continue the incredible streak of hitting our goals when I play Truck Sim. So let's get it going. Jade, you're back. Last year when I was doing this collab.
Oh my God, that's all we do is talk about this on these streams? Jesus Christ. It's just all cope the whole time.
I reacted to the Review Tech USA documentary.
Yeah?
And for the most part, because the fans of the people I was collabing with came to the stream and supported it,
yes,
I made something like $3,000 on that stream. Like, I made about $3,000 freaking dollars on that one stream.
Turn right.
Okay?
Yes.
And that's amazing. And of course, I'm very grateful for that. It's sad that the fans of the guys I collabed with, a lot of them, because I decided not to work with those guys anymore and they were basically turning on me, they've gone away. I don't know why they decided to just not come back.
Because you're boring and not interesting. That's what most of the internet thinks. Even your own viewers are having enough of it. That's why you can't hold 200 viewers on this game.
When I just disassociated myself from Kino Casino. It sucks. Maybe they
Why would you not expect that to happen? What? You know, why would you not expect that would be the case if you collab with someone and then shit on the people that after you collab with them? I don't think the fans of that, channel would really enjoy you anymore, would they?
just didn't want blowback on them. But it is what it is, right? So anyway,
they don't want blowback on them?
Maybe they just didn't want blowback on them. But it is what it is, right? So anyway, that one stream, I made around 3K.
Tell you to slow down.
What stream would actually bring in that kind of support and numbers? A crossover stream. If I could do something with Rings of Redemption. If I could actually finally have
that would not do 3K.
Match with LT, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, admitted to getting 3K on one stream, and he still didn't go on his honeymoon, and he still didn't fix his toilet, still didn't fix the shower. $3,000 on one stream, and we cannot go to Japan. That would almost take you there, by the way, too. 3,000. It's not going to get you all the way there and back, but it's going to be a healthy chunk of the money required to go to Japan.
And with Rings of Redemption, that kind of support and numbers, a crossover stream. If I could do something with Rings of Redemption.
Yeah, it's Rings of Redemption, yeah.
If I could actually finally have a grudge match with LTG, that kind of stuff. And that's what sucks, because you're reliant on someone else.
Ready to turn
and these
right.
people, sadly, are just not trustworthy people to work with. I tried. It's like insane
they ghosted you,
work
so.
to even get them to budge, to respond. It's a joke. They don't know how to make money. It's pretty sad. It really is. Like, I do wish that I could do those
right.
projects because people want them, but I can't do them because those people won't work with me.
Also, everyone, he's being very specific here when he shouldn't be, because we know, and we have proof of now from him sharing them, he reached out to a fuck ton of people and no one wanted to work with him. Outside of lolcows, many examples of people that he tried to reach out to that were not lolcows that did not respond. However, now we're saying, we know the list, right? You use Fleshlight, Max, Justin Wong, Red Cow Entertainment Podcast. I know he reached out to them. Who else was it? Mudahar, obviously, Asmongold as well. Like, what's the official list of people he reached out to? But he got ghosted by all of them. Becky from Lolcow, that's a good one too, Necro. So she's a, fringe Lolcow. But he tried to get normal people, and they all ignored him. But now he's saying that only Lolcows ignored him, when in reality, every single person ignored him or said, no, I'm not doing it, reach out to someone else. Legal Mindset, that's a good one too. And Legal Mindset said, check out someone else. Oh, Matoker. Yeah, Matoker.
Because they're just like impossible. So instead, I got to try to figure out something to do for myself, and that's a lot harder. But again, you have to understand, but I'm not like everyone else, okay? That sadly, if I try to do things that other creators do, it won't work because of the level of harassment and stalkers that I have. People will always try to ruin stuff for me and mess with it. I can't do certain things. It has to be stuff that's in the confines of safety of my house, my work, stuff here. I can't go do crazy IRL shit. I can't. The moment that I said I was going to do it, people will go fuck with me and do messed up stuff. I can't be doing that stuff, How about a stream where I show you how to make a club sandwich? No.
Get ready to turn right.
I keep telling you guys, I'm not going to do stuff outside of this room because, no exaggeration, my stalker.
Do it in this room. A club sandwich you can make in that room. You're already eating there. What's the difference? You already eat every fucking thing possible in there. So what's the fucking difference, right? But all right.
Are so absolutely effing insane that they would use any footage of anything in my house outside of what's in this room against me for really messed up reasons. I'm not doing it. I'm just not taking the chance. You have insane people talking just crazy stuff constantly. I can't put my family at risk. Jade, you're welcome. He said, thank you for all these years. You're welcome, Jade. What's my goal for my channel 10 years from now? There's absolutely no way that I can answer that because, dude, my life has been so crazy ever since I uploaded my first YouTube video. So that is $25 more of support here, which means we are now got a gifted sub. Enjoy. Finish this job tonight. And let's hit that goal. We are so close to hitting it. Let's hit that goal tonight, folks. Now time to celebrate because successful stream. Thank you so. Oh, Nick, you go get it. So this is what I mean.
Oh, is he gonna say 2 goals? Let's see how long it takes to. He was tired from the dance.
Guys, so much.
Remember, this is a guy that exercises. He did that a seated dance. A seated dance, by the way. The kind they do at the retirement homes when you're trying to do seated dance because people are usually 80 or 90 years old and can't dance. Philip was doing that at 43 years old, and that put him out of commission for a minute here. He needs to recuperate. Hold on.
Good stuff.
Woo.
Thank you guys so much.
Woo. Oh, yeah, and he chased down a dog. He chased down a full-speed greyhound. That's what he'll tell you now. That was a greyhound. I caught him. Ran after him. 15-minute struggle, but he got him.
Much, really. This is what I mean. I don't really worry too much anymore when we have a slow day. To be honest, I used to. Because you guys got to, please.
Literally, man. The day before this, he had a daily rap that is all about worrying about not hitting the goals the entire day. Less than 24 hours before this moment, he released a video that was all about how he didn't hit the goal that day and was worried. The video says, a weird return and off day? Ludo and GTA 4 both flounder. That's the title of the video he released less than 24 hours before he said this right here.
Understand something. I came out of a part of my life here the last, like 5 years ago. I went through a bankruptcy. No exaggeration. I was living like stream to stream. If I made a good amount on stream, I was good for a few days. If I didn't, now I was actually literally saying, what bill do I pay? What can I buy this week when I go to the grocery store? I'm not like that anymore, thankfully, because things are much, much better. But it used to be if I had a bad day,
what are we talking
I'd be nervous
about?
And freak out. Now, yesterday didn't work out so well, right? Yesterday, I had an $80 stream on the first stream, and I did a $40 stream at night. But I can sit back and be like, you know what? I don't got to worry. Because I know that people are going to have my back. They're going to come support my content this week. I'm not going to sit here and freak out and scream about it and cry about it. And it works out. It really does. Like, I feel so much better now because I don't have to worry about, you know, this kind of stuff. I used to have to. Sometimes it was hard to sleep at night during that time of my life. But now that's years in the past. It's in the rear view mirror.
Now I can't sleep for different reasons.
Right? And I'm very happy for that, and I'm grateful for that. So thank you all. It says, I think you dropping the drama people helps a lot. Yeah, you have to understand it.
I really can't. If I don't have drama, I don't have anything to talk about, so I can't drop that. Grimner says, any thoughts on if Kick will lift a finger against Phil for using his audience to harass LTG when he raided? Let me find that, actually, because I don't have that prepared. I did hear about it, but I didn't have a clip. I think Poems Past has it. Let me see exactly. I mean, nothing's going to happen, but that's for sure. But nothing's going to happen, but let me see exactly how he said it. What did he say? Hold on, let me find it.
I've already explained it, but no one seems to want to believe me.
I got it. DSP Gal.
I had to do what I did from August of 2024 until March of 2025. It was a necessary evil.
For what?
Because no one was willing to give me a shot.
But then no one still is. You just said yourself how you can't get collabs with anybody. So who is giving you a shot now? What? Who's giving him a shot now? Because he did that. Big Us Medusa Jr. says, from the beginning, but his wife chewed him out. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Medusa Jr. That's from the moment in the past, but big ups. Jericho TSK says, making sure super chats work. Thanks for a great summer, brother. Don't use the $5 on Coke, but if you do, I have to like it and I can't complain. Yes, because I'm not destitute, so I can use it for whatever I want. Anything. And Medusa Jr. guest says, lies. Phil didn't let his wife in on the truth. Oh, she never knows. That's the thing. See, that's what you're talking, Mr. Medusa Jr. Here. This is the thing. She doesn't know anything about that or anything money he makes. So I don't think he even tells her, hey, can you believe we made $3,000 today? He's not saying that. He would never tell her that. I mean, maybe she doesn't care. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he could just say, like, yeah, we got $3,000 today. That'll really help pay the 2 big bills. You know, that kind of thing. You know. All right, but here we go. This is DSP Galkout with the fadeaway raid to LTG, trying to get him to do something, I guess. I have not seen this yet.
Fun. People want me to raid LTG on Kick. What is the name?
See, Kick, DSP now is desperate. Like, you know, he talks to Kick like in a weird way, like, you know, you guys aren't supporting. He wants nothing more than to be accepted by Kick, because like he's telling you now in this fucking Truck Sim stream, he really wants to be accepted by new people, and for him, he thinks Kick is new people. So he's really fighting to get like Kick to like, oh, you want me to do this, Kick? Oh yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, cool. You guys are cool. I'll do what you guys want me to do. It's like when bullies will, there's an obvious, let's say there's someone in your class that was a nerd and kind of everyone knows it's the nerd, right? For whatever reason. Okay? We've all know people like this in school, and it's not a good thing. It's just something that exists. But the bullies will tell the people, the nerds, like, yeah, if you do this, you can play with us at this time, right? And then that person will do it because the bullies are telling them to do it, and that person thinks the bullies are cool, okay? This is that case here. Kick is bullies to him, but he wants to be accepted by those bullies. So, you know, so he will go with what they say because he wants to be seen as cool, even though this is, you know, they're just making him dance. It's like just Triple P, but in crowd form. You know what I mean?
The name of his Kick. I don't even know what it is. What is it? Anyone know? I'll read them. I don't give a shit.
I don't give a shit.
It's just low tier God.
Oh, yeah. Did you try that at least?
It won't let me host. My hosting is grayed out. Let me try to refresh. Oh, now it's not grayed out. It was just a glitch. Okay, host.
Oh, apparently DSP Galkout said LTG didn't even notice it. So
all right. So I'm going to send you guys over there. Be sure.
I mean, how many people does he have watching? 70, 60, 70? And how many people is watching LTG normally?
Tell him that I called him a cowardly bitch and say that he has no balls and he'll never face me because he knows that he will lose. I don't want to play him for money by paying him. I want to play him and turn him into my bitch by beating him in a game.
By fucking, I
want him to actually try.
By bending him over and, what do you want to do? How do you want to make him your bitch? Let me hear it again.
Turn him into my bitch by beating him in a game.
By
I want him to actually
over.
try.
Oh, sorry.
What he's saying is that he doesn't want to play me because he just wants the money, and that it doesn't matter if he wins or loses if he gets the money up front. No, I want to prove that I'm better than him. That's why I want to play him for real, so there have to be stakes. He wins money if he wins. He doesn't get anything if he loses.
Who's putting that up, though? It doesn't just happen. I could say anyone could say that. All right, I challenge you, the Gravity Dragon. $10 million in a game of Spy Party, okay? I want to play you straight and prove who's better. Just because you say that doesn't mean there's going to be $5,000 on the other side. What does that mean?
Be stakes. He wins money if he wins. He doesn't get anything if he loses. He's a bitch. He's a coward, and he's a fucking scrub and always will be.
Okay, well, that's interesting because I have not heard him on video directly bring up LTG. So I think he's kind of got bored with it and realized LTG is ignoring him after he said those two things. So maybe he's trying to get another LTG reaction. I think LTG might ignore this one. He has before. This would probably be the right time. Nick Jammy says, why is he so desperate for this? Because things are not going... he's kind of... Let's say, no one's really talking about DSP anymore, except for how bad he is at games. And Philip likes to keep the drama rolling, right? And likes to be in people talking about him for different things than just being bad at games and begging. So he's hoping to get a new arc, right? And he always does this around Evo time. He did this last year. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. Philip thinks it's a good way to get attention on him, even though it's not. And that's how it goes. DSP is in chat now, says, good morning, everyone. Let me get my highlighter up. Let's go back to Truck Sim, though. That was some gold in Truck Sim for sure. Big ups King DDD Duke for clipping that one. I know a lot of people did, but... DSP says, good morning, everyone. Setting up some new stuff for today. Okay, that means it'll be a tech-style stream. Should be hype. Let's go. Slideshow has not started.
Everyone just wanted to say Phil was a meme, Phil is a joke. No one wanted to actually look at me in a positive light and say, hey, he can be funny. He actually is entertaining.
But no one... Who's saying that now?
No one wanted to give me that chance. And it wasn't until I found a way to get that level of chance, right? That level of, hey, people are going to give me the benefit of the doubt, that a lot of people, I think, saw, oh, actually, it's not like they say. Phil is not the devil. So what if he spent money on mobile games? So what if he's made, mistakes in the past? He's not actively making these horrible mistakes anymore every day.
I stopped making those horrible mistakes.
I don't even understand what it is that he did that's so horribly wrong that everyone seems to hate him for.
Okay, well, there's June documentary laid out those things, which you saw.
And I'm actually going to give him a fair shake. And they did. And since that's happened, man.
What, explain. This is the part that you can't explain because viewership is down from before the King arc. So money is up, okay? That's one thing he can say, but that relies on 3 people, right? So, but viewership is lower than it's ever been, right? So what exactly are we going with here, right? That there's whales around that are susceptible to the e-begging?
Have things been different, right? But the thing is, I had to
yeah, look at the cars behind him. He's going too slow.
do that. I had to do that 6, 7, 8 months. I had to tough it out, even though I'm sure you guys could probably tell during that time period, I wasn't really having a great time. Like,
example?
Even though I put on the brave face and I was doing my absolute best to act like, oh, this is all
wow,
good.
This is insane.
I'm not a drama guy. I don't want to sit around and just make drama content all day.
Reminder, he ended this very stream. He ended the very stream you are watching right now in this manner. Okay? Okay, let's start. Let me set this up, okay? Let me hear that again.
All good. I'm not a drama guy.
This very stream was ended in this manner.
Cool. All right. So I'm going to send you guys over there. Be sure to tell him that I called him a cowardly bitch and say that he has no balls and he'll never face me because he knows that he will lose. I don't want to play him for money by paying him. I want to play him and turn him into my bitch.
Okay, just a reminder. I'm not a drama guy. Ends the stream in this way. This is the very same day. The very same stream. Incredible.
I don't want to sit around and just make drama content all day. I'd much rather chill, hang out, make positive, meaningful content with you guys that doesn't hurt anyone. Okay, that's that's what I really enjoy more. And not to say that every once in a while you can't step out of your comfort zone and do something silly or drama, but that's not who I want to be.
Oh, okay. There we go.
And it seems like for some sad reason, with these people on the internet, it's all or nothing. Either you have to be a lolcow drama queen 100% of the time, or you can't do it at all. I don't get that. I really
What do you
don't.
mean?
Okay? So
basically, not all
basically,
day.
I hope you understand that during that time period, that had to be done. It was actually planned. It worked exactly according to my plan. Don't ask me how, because I thought many points along the way it would get derailed and not work. But it kind of worked out exactly how I had wished.
Oh, definitely.
And by the end, like I said,
especially when I had to reveal that my wife was dead with dying with something, not cancer. My parents are on their last legs. That part was the key to the whole thing coming together. It was the final puzzle piece, actually, is lying about pets dying, lying about parents being on their deathbed, and lying about our wife being almost finding religion because of how bad our health was. That was the final puzzle piece we needed to time it perfectly, even though it was tough, and I hated it the whole time. That's why I did this, okay? There we go.
Rail did not work, but it kind of worked out exactly how I had wished. And by the end, like I said, the only regret I have is that there was that final stupid appearance I did on the dumb UFO conspiracy show, which was a complete waste of time. It literally covered no new ground. It was just a rehash of detractor memes. It was a complete stupid hack job, basically. But
all it did was show clips of Philip's stream, and that's what Broside Phil was on with the 220 thing. But yes, and also Philip was loving to do that. He wanted to do that. In the DMs, it talks about that because he wanted to work out with more people, and they finally found someone that would work with Philip, and it just happened to be Steve Cambion, who basically was a third member of Kino Casino, right? It's just a new person to do the same shit that Kino Casino wanted to do, but he's not in Kino Casino, so they can pretend that he wasn't. Like you saw Triple P in the DMs was doing shit like, yeah, I don't know what. He went in business for himself. What the fuck? God, I can't believe Steve Cambion did that. And then the very next show, Triple P says, we'll see it next Tuesday, Steve. Like, clearly showing that they are in on this with Steve Cambion. And DSP saw that, but Triple P was able to talk himself out of that one somehow. But when you're dealing with DSP, it's probably easier than you think.
outside of that, everything else there worked well. And I didn't have any problems with it. Like, I was like, nice. And I got out when I wanted to. And now here I am, successful, happy. We're at, like I said, we are at the other end of that tunnel. And I'm happy for it. But I understand there was a lot of my longtime viewers and fans were so confused and so upset with me during that time period. They're like, what are you doing? This isn't you. Every day now you're doing drama on your podcast and stuff. Like, what is this crap? And the truth is, I get, you know, every once in a while, is it fun to poke at Review Tech USA or whatever? Yes, it is.
Then exit right.
I don't want to make a living out of it. I don't want to be the internet bully.
People were talking about LTG and DSP's chat. Sidious says DSP got a life-size cutout of LTG and he will throw tomatoes at it for goals. I'm not even familiar with this whole LTG controversy, someone says. Then DSP chimes in and says, over the years, people compared the modern LTG to the old me in the FGC. They called him the white DSP, but I had nothing to do with it. I think the more common was the black DSP, but... all right. Then he says, so he started talking shit and I ignored it. Then I called him out and challenged him. He's been dodging me like a bitch for 2 years. Was he the one that started it, Philip? Was he the one who started it? Just retcon whatever you want, I guess, huh? When your audience is that dumb, the good point is you can just say whatever you want and they'll believe it, which is pretty cool.
I want to make content that people enjoy and no one gets hurt in the process. You know what I'm saying? So, I hope you guys understand that, and I certainly hope that, you know, you
turn right.
See how it worked out for the better. That it could have gone way worse, but now things are much better for all of us here together on streams, right?
Definitely.
So, excellent. Good stuff. And again, I get it. He's like, yes, you know, the reason things are going so well for you is probably because you got out of the drama. Yes, but I had to get into the drama to get to where I am.
Okay, yes, with lower viewers than ever. That's what you had to get in the drama for. The villain cut says, in response to DSP, says, you called him out Evo weekend, which is true. Let's see what if DSP responds to that. That is the true story. DSP was the first one to bring it up. If I put DSP in the, I'll show you on Twitter how many times he brings it up.
It was kind of like it really was like, I know it's so stupid and cliche and dumb, I had to pull off a heist. I had to fool people into a...
So now 2 years running, I've challenged him Evo Weekend, and he's... Oh, look at this. He answers that guy because this guy's telling the truth, right? You called him out Evo Weekend. DSP decides to respond and says, I tried to be civil with him 2 years ago. Either have him on my show or do a big hype match. He blew me off and talked more shit over and over. Then, so now 2 years running, I've challenged him Evo Weekend, and he always bitches out because he's a coward who knows he could never beat me. I think it's more about the money thing, but all right, you do you. Slideshow has started, but don't worry, I'm on it. Abamzi Smurf says his 4th place happened 20 years ago on the 14th. Oh, I'm sure he's going to bring that up on that anniversary. How couldn't he? Henry Maguire says, in my opinion, you both should ignore each other. Okay, you both should ignore each other. DSP says, nobody is complaining. Nobody is complaining about it. Okay, so there we go. No one's complaining.
Sense of security into
except for that person that says, I think you should just ignore each other, but, you know, okay.
Thinking that everything was great to get to the point where then I was like, all right, I'm out of here, and I'm going to do my own thing, but I already got what I needed. I'm good. This is all I ever needed. I got everything I ever needed to be successful for myself, and boom, here it is.
Yep, here it is.
Do I feel that there were moments that the Kino guys had my best interests in mind? Yeah, whenever it benefited them. Because ultimately, everyone knows this. From the day one, everyone said it. Those guys don't really like you, Phil.
Yes.
They're using you right now because they're going to get positivity and content by kissing your butt, but eventually they're going to turn on you. I knew that. I knew that from day one. I'm the one who reached out to them.
Yeah, you also reached out to a fuck ton of other people, and you reached out to them because they called you king as a joke. That's the sad part. All it took was calling him king for a month or two as a joke, which they clearly talked about being a joke on the show. We've played the video where he says, how funny would it be, guys? How funny would it be if we just are nice to Philip? If we're nice to Phil and say, yeah, your gameplay rocks, dude. How funny would that be? Ashton said that on the stream.
They didn't reach out to me. It was my idea. I orchestrated the whole thing. I made them think that I was the dumbest motherfucker on the planet so that they would trust me.
Yeah. Is that why you brought up your parents dying?
To my plan, but again, no one... Oh, Phil's not smart enough. Then how are we where we are right now? Explain.
What?
Dumb luck? Oh, Phil's just completely lucky dude that it turned out the way it did. No.
What do you mean?
This was actually the plan from day one.
Oh, from day one, the plan was to reveal to the internet how sick his wife is. Interesting. And by the way, Philip is trying to tell you it was his plan. Well, I want to know exactly what he would think about this, okay? I wonder what he would think about this.
Which I find...
Like, oh yeah, you want to just hang out? Imagine us having DSP here, and we can't ask him anything about anything.
I know you can't see it, but it's fine.
Like, or be like, what games are you playing? You know? Like,
which I find funny for someone saying
This is still before the King arc, by the way.
they don't want to get involved in drama. At this point, I don't think we will ever get any truth
for someone DM Phil and tell him we want him on the Kino Casino for just a nice, chill convo.
from him, but I tried.
Honestly, suck his balls. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'd get out the broomstick. I'd sweep it all for Phil. Fuck him.
I'd be like,
This is part of DSP's plan, though, guys.
everyone making fun of you. They're pretty nuts, huh? Yeah, bud.
What?
This is part of DSP's plan, okay? Just keep that in mind.
We gotta get our people to send him $5 donos and go, you better go on Kino Casino. They love you. They're sweeping it up.
Yep.
I have no
Just take his side on literally everything. Exactly.
clue.
Yep. Here you go, guys.
And if it didn't work out at any point,
That was all before DSP reached out to them.
who cares? Because guess what? I already was the laughingstock of the internet, so who cares if it didn't work out? It wasn't going to get any worse. That's for sure, right? Well, it could only have positivity. It was the only outcome for me at that rate. They were already going to make fun of me. They already were beginning to make fun of me.
They already were making fun of you, yes.
So I got into it at exactly the right time. I hit when the fire was hot. We did that collab with the Rich documentary that was about to come out that I was following and I knew it was coming out. It was all perfectly timed. And I was smart enough to not overcommit to crap that would have hurt my core audience, that then
Except for the Steve Cambion thing?
they would have been so turned off that they would have left permanently and never come back. In fact, I think it was exactly the right time. It was like 3-4 months where I was heavily involved in stuff. Then around Christmas time, it tapered off. And then really the only other stuff that I did was the Smart Guy show. And then it ended.
Yeah.
And that was the end of that. You know what I mean? Like, it worked out exactly right.
Okay.
Exactly fucking right. So...
It was nice pissing off all the only editors we had, by the way. It was nice pissing off and losing Iron Chef Sakai, which was the biggest donator, still donating to Strangely Lex. I think he did a 75 sub bomb yesterday, I saw on Twitter. That was all part of it, revealing wife's health information, revealing family's health information, and also lying about pets. This is all part of the master plan, and getting rid of, being talked into getting rid of Derek. By the way, yes, that was a part of it. That was intentional.
Good. I'm happy. It's like people say, oh, but what about all the stuff that now that's happened since then? All the things that they made fun of you. Who cares? It's all on the internet. What the fuck do I care about what people on the internet say about me? They've been saying it for the last 15 years, and they will continue to say it. It's not affecting me. I don't care. Way station? Okay, there must be a way station coming up. So, yeah, it doesn't affect me at all. Why the fuck do I care what they have to say about me? They were going to say it anyway. In this case, I got something incredibly positive out of the entire situation.
Which is what?
And now I'm much better off than I was before. So
I'd like to know what he got out of it, right?
why would I be upset? I don't care. Let them talk about me forever. Doesn't affect me. I'm not kidding you. I have no idea what anyone has said about me since March. I pay no attention whatsoever. I only hear about it when you guys come on my streams
definitely.
and say stuff in the chat, and I'm like, I don't know nothing about it. It doesn't affect me. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure there's been 700 conspiracies, insults, nonsense stuff said. I don't know anything about it. I really
that's
don't.
like even DSP fans don't believe it was his plan all along. Right? He's lost even the staunchest of supporters. Like I really would ask someone would love to ask anybody, please explain what DSP got out of this and how it was his master plan, and just what answer can you give? I don't think even Jade would be able to. Well, that's anybody would be able to.
Couldn't even have a fucking clue what you're speaking of, because I don't care. It's very, very easy to just ignore the nonsense. It really is. I did it for the longest time, and I continue to do it, and I'm happy and healthy and successful, so why the hell do I give a shit? Right? Let them say what they want. Good for you. Make money. You
God.
get that. Look at it this way.
Yeah, go ahead.
There were two ways this could have went. Either way worked out for everyone. Okay? Either I would have teamed up with Kino Casino long term, and we would have made long-term content.
God damn it. We'll get back to it, though, I promise.
Fun over. Time for the pre-stream.
Stream. How's everyone today? I hope you're good.
I'll get
Welcome
back
to
to
the
it, I
hangout
promise.
session. This is going to be about like 20-30 minutes of us just chilling.
Real quick, though, because it's timely. Nerd Bruce says, Kat gets the same speech when she's in the car, too. Oh, my God. That's a sad fucking thought, man. Can you imagine? She does. You just know she does. That's why she doesn't go to the trips anymore. Can you blame her? You don't want to hear that shit. The Gravity Dragon says, him and his family can't be protected if he goes in his kitchen. Yeah, the kitchen's a very dangerous place. How can I protect my family in the kitchen? Which doesn't make any sense. What time will YouTube mode start? Ready? So I'm not even going to do before... I'm going to do 11:55... 11:55 to noon, okay? Because that's like, there's no chance of that one. I'm trying to make it all possible. 12:10, 12:11, 12:15. I think this is the hypest way to do this poll. Or later. No, let's do 20 or later. There we go. 11, 12. Make sure I'm good. Start poll. Poll is on.
Before we jump into Death Stranding 2 today, for a good 3 to...
And Yona Hall says, Kat doesn't care doesn't care about anything Phil does. She's there for the free room and DoorDash, and she works to pay for anything else she wants. I do agree with that, by the way, outside of like rent and stuff. Yeah, he pays everything. He pays everything, food and rent. She has to pay for everything else she wants. I really think that's true. And she gets the hand-me-downs, so. Simply Lex was the real mastermind. Oh, maybe that's it.
That's gay.
Big ups on Monica. Good thought. Pocket City says that's what the Xanax is for. Ah, okay.
Just chilling.
Making sense.
Before we jump into Death Stranding 2 today for a good 3 to 4 hours of gameplay progression. Hoping to make great progress today. I didn't get my chat open. Oops. I thought I had it open, and apparently I don't. So give me 1 second here to get the YouTube chat open. It looks like, at least for now, the Kick chat may be working. And what I mean by that is the last 2 days, Kick chat has completely malfunctioned and stopped working during daytime streams. For now, it appears to be moving. So that's good, I guess. Obviously, I want to be able to see what you guys are saying and talk with you and interact. That's the whole point of an interactive stream, and I couldn't do that.
Oh, my
God. For a couple of
God.
days here, there were major problems with Kick chat.
Maybe that's why support was low that one day.
So good morning, everyone. Let me get this open here. Here we go. What's up, everyone? King Michael, how are you? Stormforce Gamer, what's up? Chris, how are you?
0.
NJZ, what's going on? Nick, good morning.
Still 0. 0 right now. Sounded
Over
like
on Kick, we've got tangy savory seasonings and Dr. Thundercock.
Looks like we should have got one, but we didn't.
Not a detractor. And some others. How's everyone?
No, he left out not a detractor's message. Not a detractor's message was 20 to 30 minute podcast. Yay! That was his message, but it didn't get read.
Morning. So something new. All right. I don't know if this will stick. This is something new I'm trying. Okay. I've added sound effects for all contribution animations except members and super and subs. Those.
Oh,
as of now, I haven't done anything. But for any level of super chat and any level of tip, I have added sound effects. And I have a new animation for a $5 super chat.
Bleeding edge technology.
We have new animations for $5, $10, $20, and we have sound effects for all contributions.
Wow.
Okay?
This is going to take off.
How it works out. If you guys like it today or not. We'll know once you guys start contributing and it starts playing sound effects. If people are like, ooh, that's good, or oh, it's annoying. I've never done it before because people back in the day always used to say that doing that kind of stuff was intrusive, that it would disturb the streamer playthrough. But it's 2025. So things are a lot different now. A lot of people just come by just to hang out with me rather than the game.
So what does that mean?
It's also not hard to disable it. Like if I'm doing a playthrough. Oh, there we go. Cool. Did you hear it? Did you hear the sound effect? Thank you to...
Whoa, what the fuck? Whoa, oh my God. Can you imagine? Look how awesome that is. Oh my God, King. How long did it take to create that? Oh my God. He put in the work. You ready? One more time.
It's also not hard to disable it. Like if I'm doing a playthrough. Oh, there we go. Cool. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Did you hear the sound effect? Thank you to Stuart.
Hell yeah.
For a £5 super chat. That's the new animation for a $5 super chat right there.
Oh my God. What a king.
I don't know if you heard the sound effect because I was talking. So you might have not heard it. It's basically the cape sound effect from Super Mario World. Okay?
When you're behind ALT on tech, you know it. That's not true, Iwamoto.
Shout out to...
Who has a more complicated stream than me? I would like to know in the Detractorverse, Iwamoto.
The world.
Let me know.
Okay?
Let me know.
Shout out to Tuzali. Tuzali has gifted a sub to the channel this morning. Thank you, Tuzali, for a gifted sub. I appreciate that. And then Chris, a member for a month here on the channel, saying, I'm glad to be here. Thank you, Chris, for being a member.
Oh, Dave, Dark Days Mirror, you might be. Yeah, that's true.
Very nice.
No. I'm talking before when pools were around. Reminder, right now you can say that. I'm talking about where pools were, when pools were around. Come on.
Oh, Super Mario World's my favorite platformer of all time.
Pools are the single most complicated thing that has ever been on any Detractor stream, and I will go to my grave with that. I'll write that on my grave.
I I'm sorry to hear that. Holy Marcellus says that they've been playing GTA 4, but one of the Bernie quests doesn't load. There's no Bernie quest. Are you talking about what's his name? Brucey? The Brucey quests? That
The
sucks.
polls, we're not
If that's
breaking
the case, maybe you
OBS,
modded
but
and it broke the game. I don't know. Let's get this up on the leaderboard. Stuart with our first super chat.
yeah, Stuart.
You did hear the sound effect for the animation? Cool. Every single level will have a sound effect, even tips and everything now. I've actually added them all. As you guys can see, Jeff in front of me while I'm currency conversion with us on the stream, and to be jumping in front of me while I'm trying to do a currency conversion. Jasper, you nut. Okay, so it's the equivalent of $6.64.
Okay.
I can't even Tusily. Who give silly kitty. Thank you to Chris for popping your membership notification. Also, Pow's in here, 42 months as a member, says just stopping by for our first tip of the day. $2. Now, there's no animations for anything below 5, so sadly, you won't see new animations or sound effects unless it's a $5 contribution. It's always been that way. So, $5 super chat, $5 tip or above, you'll have animations and sound effects.
Okay, you already said that part.
Okay?
$4.99. Does that trigger it?
So
no, it does
that.
not. Oh, yeah, it does.
Oh, there we go. Awesome. Thank you to Roy for a $5 super chat. He says, longtime viewer, what's your worst game? Dragon Guard 3 or Homefront the Revolution? Keep up the good work. I donated 3 $100
chats last time. He
chats
said
last time. You did? 3 $100 super chats? Thank
Just
you,
say
Roy.
thank you.
I'll take your word for it. Thank you so much for doing that previously.
Just say thank you and move on.
So what's the worst game? Between Dragon Guard 3 or Homefront the Revolution? Homefront the Revolution. Dragon Guard 3 I just thought was tedious and boring, if I remember correctly. While Homefront the Revolution was a
He's looking it up now,
game that didn't even work. So,
Hang on,
thank you to Roy for a $5 super chat.
Hang on a minute.
And then we've got a $2 tip here.
It's a troll.
Do I regret anything I said last night? No. This is all common knowledge and stuff that I've already said. Just people don't listen to me.
It's definitely not common knowledge.
Okay.
Some of the shit you were saying last night. We're watching it now.
So it was an anonymous $2 tip.
Some of that shit was pretty unhinged, Unc.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. So we have about 20 minutes to hang out. And have
20 minutes to hang out? All right, well, you still have time to vote in the poll. He said 20 minutes to hang out. That means if it really is 20 minutes, that'll be 12:08 start. If it is 20 minutes, that's what he says. So keep that in mind with your poll, okay? I forgot to do it.
Time to hop on that pole.
Go ahead. She says poll kind of weird, though, doesn't she? I wish I got a retake on that sexy voice later.
Fun and talk a little bit before we jump into Death Stranding 2 for today. No formal podcast, just a little bit of a hangout session to get any discussion you want to get out of the way.
Poll.
So let's talk.
What was that, heartburn?
Out of the way. So let's talk.
You all right? What's that?
What phone do I have? I literally don't know. It's a Samsung Galaxy something. I have no idea what phone I have.
No, I didn't do the extra pay.
I
told you she has an extra. If you do $5 extra or something, I think it's $10 extra. You could do sexier version, but I never do it. I think that sounds weird. I don't know why. I'm not. I just want the normal. It's sexy enough for me.
I'm like one of these techie guys. I have no idea what model this is. It's a Samsung something.
Samsung something. Nope. Lucier says, I love your pre-stream podcast. Any chance you could react to his gameplay with the team live? The team
Next Friday
meaning
Night
that...
Fights, could I do a tutorial? No. But if you have questions about CVS2 and you want to ask me specific questions, I will answer them.
Okay.
But I'm not going to do a tutorial video or anything. What's up, Chef Demeski? Thanks
that counts.
So much for all your support yesterday, Chef. I really appreciate it. If only I had set up the stuff I set up today yesterday, because now I have
oh my God, here we go again.
For certain levels of Super Chat. I now have sound effects for every level of super chat and tip. I set all that up this morning.
So just letting you know specifically because you might be want to do something about that. But yeah, reacting to gameplay with the whole team. That being said, I'm assuming you mean, I don't know. Most of the gameplay is not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's very rough to get the gameplay that is worth it. That's why this is how you don't play and highlights work because that is worth it. But his gameplay does fucking suck, man.
Bonos Temo says, are you getting motion sickness from playing DK Bonanza? It started to hit me when I approached the end levels. No.
Good help.
I did not get motion sickness. It was just bizarre at the beginning of the game when I was smashing everything. I was just like, whoa. It's weird. It's just like adrenaline fueled smashing the buttons, but
it was a little bit too much stimulation. Tomorrow, Pendleton. Tomorrow. Death Stranding comes back tomorrow morning before pre-stream.
As you guys can see, this idiot with his 20 accounts is back. I'm just going to go ahead and ban it.
Okay, I'll read these for you. Broke Back Kong, OG Badge Kong, Crash Out Kong, Hogan Kong. Oh, Hogan. That's Hogan instead of Hogan.
Every single one of them.
ALT Kong,
In a row,
Casino Kong. Or I'll read new ones I see.
I'm serious, like 20 accounts.
Yeah, whatever. Oh, no, that's not him. Let's see. Chief Kong.
What do you guys think about someone who literally every day spends time making 20 sock accounts just to immediately have them be banned and no one reads the messages?
No, everyone's reading the messages and we're laughing at the names.
I mean, what a life loser, huh?
The message, by the way, was, why don't you crash out on LTG again while being too poor to film in the kitchen? That's what he said. So, and I'm just going to keep reading them, by the way. If I see any funny names, I'll keep reading.
Once you're in the Apple ecosphere, it's impossible to leave. No, that's not true. I'm out. I got in earlier on in my YouTube career, probably around 2012-ish. I basically got an iPhone, I got an iPad, I got everything. And I was with them for, I'd say, maybe 10-ish years. And then my wife said, I like the alternative. I think that the other products are just as good, if not better. And when we went to get our phone upgrades,
that was weird. That was weird. I don't want to read too much into this shit, but that was extremely odd. And it just did not happen. He just lose. What the fuck? Yeah, you're starting to lie, huh? Here comes the lies.
iPhone, I got an iPad, I got everything. And I was with them for, I'd say, maybe 10-ish years. And then my wife said, I like the alternative. I think that the other products are just as good, if not better.
Nothing.
And when we went to get our phone,
not even close to what happened.
Upgrades. It was time to do that incremental. Every few years, you can do a trade-in upgrade deal. We went and looked at all the phones in the store, and there's so many now. There's Samsung, there's Google, there's that other brand, and they're all the Android. But then you have Apple, and they do their thing. And I'm just looking at all of them, and looking at the features, looking at how the phones look and operate.
Just abort this story. We're making up everything. We're making up every single part of this right now.
Prices. Like, the Android phones are way cheaper than the iPhones.
Yeah.
But they do exactly the same thing, if not better. Like, they have the same quality of camera, the same features. The only thing is you got to learn the operating system. It's a little different, but it's really not that big of a deal. It's pretty easy to jump into, and the phones are ridiculously cheaper. So you pay way less. Even you finance it and you pay way less for, like, why on earth
you finance it?
Would you want to pay so much money for the iPhone?
Not surprised by that, honestly.
Better features anymore.
S24, how much does it cost?
Or at one point,
I don't even know.
Don't get me wrong. At one point,
my phone is in bad shape. I wish I could show you my phone.
You wanted it if you wanted to be
my
up on technology, but now everything's the
trying
same.
to kill itself actively right now. So many fucking cracks. I refuse to buy it though.
When I was there, they had that phone. I don't even know if they still have this, but they had that phone with the big ass screen that folds, like that liquid screen that it opens up to be a giant screen and you fold it to close it. And they were trying to sell me on that phone, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, I don't know about this, man.
Oh, God. They went for the fold.
They were screen, that it opens up to be a giant screen and you fold it to close it. And they were trying to sell me on that phone, and I was looking at it, and I'm like, I don't know about this, man. Like, this just doesn't sound
damn it.
like this is something that's going to last. Like, I feel like this phone's going to wear out and the screen's going to break or something. So, they were really wanting me to selling me on that, and I was like, nah.
They really wanted me. They really wanted me to buy that. Yeah, that's their job, is to get you to buy shit. I wonder how much self-control that took, The only reason he didn't buy it, guys, is because he doesn't know if he could use the foldable. He's not, it's not something he understands well enough to use, I think. That's the only reason that he got saved.
So, they were really wanting me to selling me on that, and I was like, nah. Now I don't even know if they still have that. But it's like, why would you want a phone with a foldable screen?
There's many
when you could just get a tablet. That's
There's
a bigger screen.
Can you put a tablet in your fucking pocket?
If you really want that bigger screen, then just get the bigger screen. Don't get a phone that folds with the screen. That's stupid. Right?
Like, there's reasons you want... Can you put a tablet in your pocket? I wonder. Can you put a tablet into your small purse? Okay, anyways. Go ahead.
I've seen none of Evo whatsoever. No, zero. I saw no Evo at all. Nothing. I don't care.
Yeah, so by the way, just a little Evo news. Blanca won the event. Blanca, someone who played Blanca. I don't know who it was exactly. But that's considered to be a mid-tier. Right, it's considered to be. But some people are bitching and saying how that, it's obviously high tier because it won. But anyways, that's the thing. I wonder if I was going to think he might talk about it. Maynard, which is like a legendary player, won. Yeah, so that's just someone everyone knows. But let's see. I wonder if DSP is going to talk about that because that's one of his favorite characters. So.
Care about Evo. As I've told you guys many times, I just don't give a shit.
Flowchart Cammy is being toxic and says liquid screen folds. No thanks, sir. My wife has all the folds I need. Thank you, sir. Good day to you, sir. Mr. Extravagant says, very convenient. You never got the very common ALTL or any re-records from that lady. Okay, I'll open it up right now. Q&A. I'll do another order, but I need 4 lines. What should I get sexy voice lady to say? I'm going to choose 4 of these. Okay, I'm just going to choose the best. So here we go. There's the Q&A if you want to answer that. I'll do 4 more. We get 4 things with each order. So I'll order again. There we go. Q&A is now open if you want to add something to say. For example, I'll give you another example like this.
Stories with ALT Insider. Where did he pee this time?
Or another one, for example, is this.
Let's see what Vikes thinks.
And see, Vikes doesn't like that anymore, so we don't play that one. Okay, there we go. Oh, get out of here, Vikes. Okay.
Jasper's going in the closet. The newly cleaned out closet. It's a lot different in there now. It's like a whole new world. He hasn't been in there since I did the closet clean out, actually.
No, it's not Chew Edton. It's a Fiverr.
Right.
Voice actor.
God, the Slug says, I'm on an Android. It's because you can transfer files from Windows and back. Yeah, like an Android device
Brilliant.
is the same as pretty much any other like PC. You plug and play, right? Super easy to use. Everything Apple, you need to use fucking conversion shit and special cables and all kinds of horse shit. Although I heard that Apple now went the way of being like logical, and now they're using regular USB cables and shit.
Because they were forced to, I believe.
Finally got rid of that lightning garbage.
I don't think they wanted to do that, but I think they made them do that, actually. I believe, but...
No, I have not played Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle in many, many years. I think the last time I played Dokkan Battle was like 2018, maybe. At one point, like a few years ago, I was curious and I tried to download old mobile games that I used to play back in the day.
Why?
And basically, I lost all curious and I tried to...
What?
Maybe.
Oh my God.
At one point, like a few years ago, I was curious and I tried to download old mobile games that I used to play back in the day. And basically, I lost all the accounts of old games like that. Like Dokkan Battle, there's no way to get my account back. I tried and I can't restore it. I'm like, well, I'm not going to start from scratch, so fuck that.
See how much he values it still to this day? He tried to get back into it. But just because they didn't have his old shit, he said, fuck it. He tried to get back into it. Big ups, Big Dog, by the way, for the new RGBs.
Wow.
I didn't skip that.
Stormforce Gamer says, I'm playing the new RoboCop game. It was supposed to be 8 to 10 hours long, but I'm over 15 hours into it, and I'm still not done, and I'm sure it's short if you don't explore. There you go.
There you go.
It's
Just
like every
settles
game. When they list online how long they are, they're literally listing if you're rushing through skipping all the content, that's the length. It's so dumb. Like, I want to know how long the game actually is if you play it like a human who likes games.
And also who has to beg every 5 minutes and who has to take walk their wife breaks. You know, that's what they need to get. Could we get a website like that says how long it takes to beat games if you do have to beg every 5 minutes and have to take pee breaks and walking wife to pee break? It'd be interesting.
I guess that's a rarity these days to actually like video games and play them, huh?
I didn't even know she was. Oh, wait, Injured Streamer. I didn't know she was Poem Primus, but there you go.
Okay.
She usually doesn't do restreams, though. That's a new thing.
Someone tipped $2 says, do you remember the Ultimate MK3 meta? Not so much the characters, but the game plan. I did.
This is the dented of the dented here. Using Philip's address and gifting a sub on Kick. This is the dented of the dented.
I did know it at one point, but I don't know it anymore.
Omega
so
Dent,
I'm
right
not going
here.
to speak to it, because if I speak anything about it, I'm sure people will make fun of me and be like, you don't know what you're talking about.
$5 to show the most public address on the internet.
Yeah. No.
Very cool.
I don't necessarily remember it. I remember the characters people used to pick. Everyone used to pick Human Smoke and Cabal, and I think actually Sector at one point people thought was like top tier and broken in the game. And I think actually Sector at one point people thought was like top tier and broken in the game. If I remember correctly. So.
Forgot to do that one. We're at 1 right now. 3 away right now. Sector.
Okay. Did I see Mario Kart is putting in a mushroom-only mode? No, I don't care. I already beat it. I'm done with Mario Kart.
You don't beat
I'm
Mario Kart.
on to the next. I'm not going back to the past of stuff that I've already completely destroyed.
Yeah, similar to how GTA 4, similar to Oblivion, similar to Minecraft. We do not go back to things we already finished. You know that about DSP Gaming. When he finishes something, it's done. All right? He's not bringing that shit back. Come on. He's never done that. He's never done any redemption runs. No one does that. Get out of here.
I'm not going back to the past of stuff that I've already completely destroyed.
Definitely not doing that. Fuck that shit, man. Who's doing that? Losers. Assholes.
How do I feel the Switch 2 will do this generation?
30 seconds right there. I will agree. Jericho had a good idea, and I'm going to take it. If we ever finish this song, it's a free piece, okay? So to finish the song, it takes 52 seconds. I will agree to that, okay? Because I think that's a rare enough occasion that's still hype. So if we ever finish the song, it's a free piece. But that was 30 seconds. We didn't quite get there.
Well, because there's an installed base for that who will buy everything that Nintendo puts out because they're brainwashed and they're very ignorant. So they'll do well no matter what. Even if the games aren't good, even if the console is crap, it's still going to do well.
Big ups,
It
Lucy.
already sold insane amounts. What is it,
Lucy A.
over 5 million units worldwide or something like that? It's just always going to sell. People are just, they don't think for themselves. They just
T-Link Soldier, I think that's son of a fucking bitch, man. See, T-Link Soldier has a great idea here. Could you program it to add an on-screen timer whenever you press the data button? Like, this is the shit that's gonna. I'm gonna tell you right now what's gonna happen. I'm gonna see the future. Okay, we're gonna do this WPIG streams all the way to next summer, right? And then what I'm gonna have to do next summer is do the great culling, and all this new shit's gonna go away again because it's gonna build up. But that's so good that I really like that idea, so I probably will do that though. But I'll keep adding more shit, and then one day we'll have to do a rebrand again. But anyways, okay, I like that idea. I'm gonna make that happen. I promise. I promise I'll make it happen. Maybe not by tomorrow, but at some point this week, I promise.
Okay.
I know. That is what makes it fun. I know. In the end, I can't run away from adding stupid shit. I can't. No matter how hard I wish I could.
All right, anything on anyone's mind?
Any money, guys?
Today, you guys will see animations as well as sound effects for various different levels
Fourth time we're saying this, by the way. Guys, any money?
of support.
Money?
Any tip level, including $5. Oh, the only one I didn't add a sound effect for was
Money?
420 yet. I want to add a 420, but I haven't found one yet.
Oh, hilarious.
One that I like.
Very on
But I have a
brand.
sound effect for $5, 666, 10, 20, 30, 50, 100, 150, and 200 tips. And I have sound effects for every level of Super Chat, which I think is 5, 10, 20, and 50. So
Try
sound
those
effects
out,
for
guys.
all of those contributions. All right?
All right.
And yes, we're still doing for $20. It's the banana animations. For
Oh,
$10,
God.
it's the Mega
Thank
Man
God.
animations. And now for a $5 super chat, it is Mario from Mario World. So we have all these cool new animations.
This one's. There you go. The rare sip fart.
Boom Arms defeat DSP says, what about 220? Hey, Boom Arms, you do realize that the whole 220 thing was completely fabricated, completely false. Never had any truth to it whatsoever. Literally not a lick of evidence or anything was ever shown. It was just all hearsay. And you all believed it because you're all a bunch of fucking mouth-drooling idiots, right? You do realize that no one involved in that story was real. It was completely made up from the ground up. And people are just so dumb they believe it because they don't need to see any facts. They just want to believe negative things. You know that, right? That you're a dunce, that you're a fucking idiot. I just want to make that clear to you that you're actually the most gullible fucking moron on this planet because you believe everything you're told for the memes and the giggles, right?
It's better now. It's even better for the silence.
If you don't know what's going on, graphics, that's a good thing. These are dumbasses on the Kick Chat who do detractor memes and shit.
By the way, just to recap, there was literally audio evidence of the cop saying that. So you'd have to believe that the cop was lying about a story they have no reason to lie about. Like, they're not getting anything about lying about DSP, by the way. So, you know, there is people that lie about a lot of reasons for a lot of reasons, but this is literally a case where what does she gain by lying, right? I mean, she gets nothing. There's nothing to that to be gained by lying. She added the story about what it was, and so anyways, there was audio proof of that being true. So here we go.
If you don't know what's going on, graphics, that's a good thing. These are dumbasses on the Kick Chat who do detractor memes and shit. But all the stuff that they reference is always false and fake. Like dumb memes that were made up that have nothing to do with reality, but they just all circle jerk each other into believing that everything is true, even though there's never ever been a lick of evidence of anything that they say. They just fucking, oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah, a persuasive circle jerk. Those are difficult to pull off, but it can happen. You can make people do things with this good circle jerk. It can happen. I can change your beliefs and opinions. Circle jerk's so fun.
See, and there you go. Well, can you provide that it's evidence that it's false? No, you stupid fucking moron. You don't have to do that. In real life, it's called innocent until proven guilty. You don't get to just throw a zillion fucking accusations at someone and then say, well, unless they can prove it, it's true. That's not how it works, you fucking idiot. I can make up anything about anyone right now, and you're just going to blanket believe it, even though I've provided absolutely no evidence, and it's just hearsay of two people saying stuff. Why are you so dumb? Like, no, I have to ask this question. All right, where is this fucking boom arm idiot?
Yeah!
Who are you?
Oh, yes! They got a good one. I'll start that again. Sorry.
People saying stuff.
Okay.
Why are you so dumb? Like, no, I have to ask this question. All right, where is this fucking boom arm idiot?
Yeah.
Who are you? And who pays for your internet? Who pays your bills in life? Because there's no way that someone as dumb as you actually holds a job. So who are you leeching off of? Is it your parents? Is it the government? I really want to know. I want to get to the heart of these people on the internet that are this stupid and actually just sit there believing toxic fucking hatred against people Who are you? How do you exist? Because I'm shocked that you get out of bed every day and don't immediately trip and put your head through the wall and kill yourself because you're so stupid, right? How do you actually use the bathroom without like defecating all over the floor? How do you tie your own shoes? I need to know how dumb people like you actually fucking get away with it. Because it's obvious if you're that fucking ignorant and stupid that someone's doing everything for you, right? You're not actually independent. There's no way.
Okay. Someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed today, huh? Nice crash out. Nice crash out, Unc. Let's see if we have any follow-ups here. It was all because of 220, by the way, which is a word that's said basically every 10 lines on Kick has some 220 reference. So he's definitely a little bit pissed today. Let's see how he goes here. Bad case of the Mondays. I mean, people say 220 all the fucking time on Kick. It's just something people say because it's all trolls in there, obviously.
Let's see. I got a $2 tip.
$2.20.
Do I get sick of people asking about the tractors or telling you what the tractors are doing, etc.? I mean, it gets tiresome because you guys know I don't care, right?
Oh,
like
is that
as
you,
I've said many
Boomarm?
times, I just don't give a shit about what they're doing or saying. And then these morons come on my streams and they repeat these stupid memes that like that.
The thing that you made fun of me for that made me crash out 5 minutes ago, I don't care about that. When will you guys get that? The things that you say that make me crash out, I don't even care. Why don't you guys understand this?
On my streams and they repeat these stupid memes that like that 220 meme is just so stupid. From what I'm to understand, again, this is just me trying to understand it from an outsider's perspective because I don't watch or listen to garbage from morons.
You literally talk to the person.
I guess they're trying to say
yes.
that a police officer came out to my house, looked around, and saw that I had a bunch of security cameras around my house. Like
on your house, not around. See, he's going to do his typical pig-splaining of the story. It's not around your house. You know what I'm saying? It's not like there's like cameras on tripods. It's cameras attached to your house, like security cameras, which are very normal. And they said you had more than a normal amount. Go ahead.
Like my house is on lockdown or something. Like you know what I mean? Like
never said
Fort Knox,
lockdown.
and there was like all this security.
Know about Fort Knox? Nope. Just said you had a lot of cameras.
See? And then they made a report that I'm a 220, which I guess means that I'm like a crazy person who's fucking paranoid and shit or something.
Yes.
None of that ever happened.
Except it did. In the policewoman's words, it did happen. And we don't know about her. Maybe she's a liar too. I don't know. But we have no reason to believe she is a liar. Philip, however, has admitted to lying multiple times to his biggest supporters. So we don't have a reason to believe him, though. So I don't know who to believe here. Big Ups War Dog Leader says, if it's so fake, why does he get so triggered? Well, he doesn't care. That's for sure. Big Ups War Dog Leader.
Ever in history, no one ever came to my house. Everything, I made a single phone call.
Yeah, and they
to
checked
the
it
police
out.
Once.
And they
to
checked
talk
it
about
out.
A death threat that I got against me and my family.
And they drove to the house to check it out. Why wouldn't they do that? To see what's going on in the situation. They got to do shit. They got to fill the time too.
And that was the extent of it. Nothing else ever actually happened after the initial phone call. That was it. So anything that was ever said in addition to that is a lie. And no evidence could ever be presented.
Except for the policeman.
Otherwise, because it can't be true because it didn't happen.
Okay.
So every little piece of this weird meme story that these people have fabricated, you believe it, you're that dumb.
And Philip did confirm that the case number was correct. Remember that point. He confirmed the case number is correct. And that's how you know he's a fucking idiot, by the way. Because, guys, I'm going to be honest. If I was DSP and Broside Phil with Steve Cambian called me and they said the case number to me, and I'm holding the paper that has the same case number, I'll tell you right now, I'm not saying it's the same one. Because a smart person wouldn't say it's the same one if you're trying to disprove something that's so easily disproven. How dumb could you be? Anyways.
I made one phone call to report a death threat against my family years ago. And I had a small conversation with an officer on the phone saying, hey, in addition to the death threats, I'm also having some big problems with internet chargebacks on PayPal, which is fraud. It's someone saying that they have a stolen credit card or whatever. And it's a mass amount of these things that I'm having at this point. Do the police deal with stuff like that? To which I was told, no, we don't deal with anything online whatsoever. The only capacity that we have is to deal with like human trafficking and stuff like that. You might want to speak with the FBI, but unless it's of a certain dollar amount, which is probably thousands to tens of thousands of dollars, no one's ever going to really help you.
Definitely.
But here's a number if you want to call the FBI. And that was the final conversation I ever had with them about anything. No, nothing ever proceeded after that.
Oh, yeah,
no
true.
one came to my house. No one looked.
Except during the wellness check, right? That's true, yeah.
Cameras. This is all complete nonsense.
Okay.
So that entire story you've been told, whoever this fake person or persons are that have been involved on talking on a show about, they literally all made it up.
Fake person that Philip confirmed had the correct case number. So that fake person had the correct case number.
It's kind of like, you know what this reminds me of? Many, many years ago, when I left Machinima.
Here we go.
All right. And I was looking for another partner network, and I joined Curse. And then basically I got offered an offer that was so good, it was too good to be true, but I wanted to test the waters with this company.
So you agreed to do business with them, sight unseen, to test the waters. I remember this.
And see if they were going to give me managed partner status. So I actually had my other channel, not this channel, DSP Gaming, but I think it was my vlogging channel. Yeah. I had that channel join their partner network for like 3 days. And I told them, all right, now give me managed partner status. And they said, oh, we can't do that. And I said, well, wait a minute. That was the agreement, is that you give me managed partner status once I join. And if you're going to go back on that agreement, then I completely back out of this deal. And I did. Yeah. And that was it. I literally never spoke with them again. I detached my channels from them, and that was it. So that was the end of my involvement. From what I'm to understand, this is how crazy this shit gets. There were people claiming they worked for that company who were on podcasts.
They 100% were on the podcast, but they did work for that company. I did do the deep dive on this one if you want to see it. This is called, I believe it's the Honey Dick Saga, I believe. But they went on the side. They want a lot of people that weren't here for this time. This is one of the times I really was like interested in this storyline of DSP. I was like in and out of watching DSP shit. They went on this Sons of Kojima podcast. The people that made had the MCN went on the Sons of Kojima podcast. It was literally them. It was just them. They confirmed everything. So he's telling you that wasn't the case, but it was really them. They were fucking stupid. I mean, that MCN was just basically a scam, trying to get people to sign up because they gave them literally nothing, which is what Machinima did too, but at least Machinima did cover them from getting Philip from getting the claims, right? That's what Machinima did, basically. It was free money for Machinima because they just take money from Philip, and then Philip doesn't get these claims, okay? That's all they did. So I think some other people got this idea, like, why can't we do that too? Why don't we just say we're an MCN? And that's what those college kids did. They were college kids, but they did go on into the stream with Sons of Kojima and explain exactly what they did. So
there were people claiming they worked for that company.
They did.
Who were on podcasts.
Yes.
And who were saying shit like, oh, yeah, we were talking with Phil all this time and this and that. It literally never happened. All the shit that these people make up, it's literally this giant, again, we talk about it, the vortex, right? The vortex of nonsense. That doesn't exist.
Stream. It's right there.
It's not real. It's all fabrication. None of this stuff is real, ever. It's always they made up a story to try to have content.
Wow.
And then they have people faking who they are and fake guests and fake announcements, fake stories, fake everything. None of it was ever real. And again, no evidence is ever presented because none of it can ever be presented because it's always fake. But they've created this entire community of cult-like following where, oh, the next thing about DSP, the next weird thing about DSP. And none of it's ever real, but you just eat it up. You absolutely just eat everything up. And like, oh, yes, eat it up. I want more drama about DSP when none of it happened. None of it.
We don't talk about W Champions next or no?
I make mistakes on streams right here. This is where I sometimes make mistakes. I'll say something stupid. I'll get angry and I'll rage and I'll act like a fool on a stream. And that's the extent of it. What you see is what you get. There is no other shit going on outside of these streams. There's no drama. There's none of this is real.
This is where the cult speak comes in.
The stuff is just completely made up.
Ignore your lying eyes and ears.
People are fucking nuts.
Ignore your lying eyes and ears, everybody. Iwamoto said, I have no idea what they said, but it's all fake. Everything they said. I don't even know what they said, by the way. It's all fake. The pasta maker says, obviously, Broside pulled an LT and used Fiverr to pay off for Officer Whitney. Makes total sense. We were never at war with Oceana. Yeah, that woman was such a, you could just, you know how policemen, you could just tell when they're policemen, kind of, they talk a certain way, you know? She just was, you know? It just, you could know she was. And she knew details that no one would know. She knew them. But yet, yep, it's all fake and made up, right? Definitely. My Epic Journey says, the last circle jerk, a money creature was summoned. Oh, cool. I missed that one. I am the law, says sue the Ren PD for slander. He has a recording. Yeah, why not? Pick up, Sam the law. And Walyav says, the lady doth protest too much. But don't worry, it doesn't bother him. That's the key. It does not bother him.
People are crazy, man. It really is wild, the levels of insanity that people are willing to believe when none of it has ever been real. All right, we've got, wow. A whole bunch of tips came in while I was talking.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, let's take a look.
I wonder what they could be about.
So, I just got a $10 tip. This person says, I thought I'd drop in some support. I've been catching up on DSP Tries It podcast. I'm looking forward to Mafia the Old Country next week. Cheers. I was just going to type anonymous again. It's $10 tipper. Here we go. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
I don't know why I just deleted anonymous when I was just going to type anonymous again.
I like how the animation stays there for long after the song.
Appreciate that.
Pretty cool. Yeah, it keeps running. Look at that. Look at that. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. God, how long is it? And now we're getting the detractor donations.
I received a $20 tip from You're Not Funny. Rise, Death Stranding 2.
Okay.
Want to create fantasies about you.
Oh, here we go.
Someone did a $1.26 tip and says these people are losers. They want to create fantasies about you so they have some meaning in their lives.
Definitely.
Yeah, again, because they actually want to believe this nonsense, right?
Here we go again.
Here's the thing. If they hear a story that a police officer was called out to Darkside Phil's house and the officer arrives and there's a fucking a chain link fence with electricity on it and a bunch of security cameras on it and security cameras all over the house, then they DSP's a paranoid loser who just sits at home all day. Ha 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 ha.
No, your paranoid loser who sits at home all day is from his own words of not leaving the house outside of once a week.
Couldn't be further from the truth. I love going out. I really do. It's just that I work a lot. So I don't get to go out a lot, but now I've been going out more. In fact, this last week I had 2 days off with my wife, and we went out and did a whole bunch of fun stuff.
Cool, man.
That we can do some
2 days off a week? Look at you.
Stuff together, maybe over the summer or into the fall. We're trying to make some plans and shit like that.
Cool, man. Pretty cool.
But your fantasy doesn't make it reality. Just because you're jealous of me and you wish that you were me.
No.
And you're not. You're a miserable wretch sitting
for most people, having 2 days off a week isn't something worth celebrating. It's just normal life.
At home with nothing around you but the internet that you type on to make fun of people. It doesn't mean that the fabricated story you made up about me is real. It just means you're a loser. Oh, let's see here. I got a $10 tip. Shady says this stuff is all unhinged. Indeed it is. Someone went and found, apparently, I guess they're saying that they found the police report.
Yes, they did find the police report, and Philip confirmed it was him. It was the correct police report number. Case number, excuse me.
If that's too loud, by the way, let me know, because it does sound a bit loud.
No,
so if you think that's too loud, let me know, and I'll lower that sound effect.
It's too quiet,
But someone went and found the police report from years and years ago when I actually got that death threat, okay? They turned the police report into a giant fabricated memeable story.
What?
So that they had fake content to put out on YouTube, including fake guests who claimed that they were people who they weren't. They made it all up.
That's not true.
It's pretty insane, don't you think?
Okay, well, keep saying it. The people you need to believe it. So I guess that's enough. But
how is that a sound effect? Is it too loud? I want to make sure that's
too quiet. All right, we're never playing a game, so There's no game happening within the next 7 minutes. So this poll is basically over, but we'll leave it up for fun.
Was it too loud? Lower it a tiny bit? Okay. The other thing is it's tricky. No, like, standard volume level. And that's for everything. That is every single sound effect is a completely different volume level for no reason. Like, there still is no, like, standard volume level. And that's for
Philip wants a uniform volume level for every sound on the internet now. Okay.
everything. That's for movies, for music, for TV shows, for internet content, sound effects. There's no standard level of volume to start on for some reason.
We
So
need standard.
everything is just completely different volumes. I still remember back in the day, I would buy a CD at the store, and I would pop one CD into my CD player, press play, and it'd be like way low. Like, fuck, I got to pump the music all the way up to hear it on the CD. Then I put another CD in at exactly the same volume level. I'd be like, oh my God, blowing my ears out. I got to go all the way down because it's too loud.
Wow.
Games are like that today, too. Like,
Good
everything's
story,
like
man.
that. It's so weird that no one ever said, this will be the standard volume decibel level that everything will start at that's reasonable for the human ear.
He's not bringing Waffle Bunny says, well, if it's all fake, what about WWE Champions? He's not bringing that up, so that's why he won't bring that one up.
Okay.
Any other support, or that's what he's looking for?
All right, guys. Anything else? Last chance if you want to talk a little bit before we hook up the PS5 Pro and boot up Death Stranding 2. Okay? Excuse me. Thank you all for the early support. Already being at over $60 of support before we booted the game is excellent. Thank you for that so much.
All
Great,
right.
great head start, right?
Great head start. How far are you on the streaming license? Someone asks. He's not going to talk about streaming license anymore. Streaming license is dead. All right, fuck it.
Shut up!
This year, yes, I am.
Amazing. Big ups. That Asian himself. I wish that was a
If I don't play more
universal
Minecraft, you'll be pissed.
sound
We're doing
level.
Minecraft tonight on the late stream. What are you talking about? It's the late stream tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
I did play Okami. We did that HD version of it, but no one really liked it, so I stopped playing it. I actually really liked it. I compared it to like a more interesting spin on like the Zelda formula, but the audience did not like it at all. What's up, Trungates Legacy? How are you?
Ooh, there's one. There is one. There's one. That's two. I'll add it now. Two more away now. Two away.
How do you feel about Lil Tay making an OF the day of her 18th birthday?
Oh no, Philip! Easy, buddy. Easy. Let's see.
I don't think about it. I have no
Okay.
idea what the fuck you're talking about, and I don't
Easy.
care. What the hell are you speaking of? And what does it have to do with me?
Someone's asking a question.
Who the fuck is Lil Tay?
Yeah, she made like $1 million, by the way, which is something. No, I think legitimately he might not know who that is. I mean, he doesn't know a lot of people. Only reason I know Lil Tay is because she did that scam where she died, right?
What's up,
That's
Mozzie? How are you this morning? Good to see you.
One away. We need a what's. We have not had Jade yet, so we need or Game Boy, by the way. What's up name or Game Boy or Jade, and we're done. He's just looking for people to ban right now. Let me see the bans. Bet there might be popping off. Let's see.
All right, I think we'll get started here. Let's get set up. Today I can actually use the green screen, thankfully. Because today I'm not wearing green. So I can actually have the chair
Good
covered.
point, man. Awesome.
Let's do that, and then we'll set up the PS5 Pro and get started here.
All right, so far today there's been 15 bans.
Okay.
Level 1 Bagcast Reel, Parkinson's haircut, address, Boom Arms defeat DSP. He's the guy that said the 220 thing. The Food Eater and Brown Pants Secret. That's it. That's the funny ones.
Hidden now with the new closet that I cleaned out. I can see it all.
That's like water one. I didn't mean to do that. I'll stop. Just being dumb. We're still going though, but.
I swear he went in the closet and never came out, but I don't see him now. So I wonder where he is in there. Huh.
That, oh my god, it was good.
I'll have to keep my eyes peeled. I'll have to leave the door open because I don't want him to get trapped in there.
What is he talking about?
Well, I hear nothing, so it sounds like he probably snuggled in and laid down in a corner in there.
Oh, he's in there, the closet. Yeah, cats do
Now
that.
I can't even see him. He's so well hidden.
Cats do that.
Oh my god!
That does work, doesn't it? We've never got to the end of this song, and we're very close right now. 40 seconds left.
This is the last dance for Lance Dance. Where I have like all the old decorations for the holidays and stuff. That's the corner of the closet I didn't get to clean out during the closet clean out a month ago. He must have went through this like network of tunnels between the crates and went back there. And I was like, the only way I could see him, I saw glistening in his eye because he was completely silent. But I saw glistening in his eye. Like, wow, he's the true predator. He hides, like you can't see him at all.
He's actually hiding, not being a predator would be they're hunting something. He's actually hiding though. But okay. Not done yet. Yeah, that's kind of like Goron is like an homage to that, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's like an homage to that sound, though. You're right. That does kind of work.
All right, I'm gonna hook up the PS5.
Do some band. This has never been this long, ever. This is insane. All right, name this sound effect? Name that one. Steiner's theme, Final Fantasy 9. All right, I'll try it. What the fuck is going on? Oh yeah, you couldn't hear that sound effect, my bad. Oh my god, I've been playing like 5 things you guys could not hear. How fucking idiot. I was doing some very funny stuff, and you did not hear any of it because I put on the wrong browser. God damn it. I was hilarious, though. Give me credit for it, honestly, even though you couldn't hear it. It was funny enough. God damn, it was funny. Son of a bitch.
Has the gameplay gotten more fun in Death Stranding 2? Absolutely not. It's much like, exactly like Donkey Kong Bonanza. It was exactly the same at the beginning of the game as it is at the middle of the game as it is at the end of the game. You walk around and deliver shit, and it's boring as dirt, but the plot is good, so you suffer through the boredom to get to the good
That's
parts.
not my experience.
Right? That's it. The whole game is boring, man.
Big ups, Misery Merchant. Here we go. For Misery Merchant, let's get the energy back. Fuck this. Come on. Misery Merchant. Oh, yeah. Come on. There we go. We got energy back. Energy
Seriously.
received. Big ups, Misery Merchant.
So, with the lights off.
Yeah, I'll give you the OG video.
I think we're
One
about
second.
to do one of the most boring missions. We have to
It's
go
a
coast
tweet.
to coast, from the West Coast to the East Coast, all in one go with cargo. I can't imagine that's going to be fun in any way, shape, or form. Excuse me. Did I see any Evo-related stuff this weekend? No. I'm aware of what happened. Like, I know that Sea Viper had this teaser come out, but it didn't show any gameplay.
Yeah.
I know that they announced that there's going to be an update to the Capcom Fighting Collection 2 that I play, stuff like that.
Who won?
As for competitive gameplay, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about Street Fighter 6. I told you the game is awful. Street Fighter 6 is the most repetitive, boring shit. It's made for simpletons. There's nothing complex or interesting to it.
Okay.
The same patterns regurgitated over and over. That's why so many dunces can play it. It's just not a good game.
How come the best players always win,
until
though?
the meta was discovered, and once the meta was discovered and became the same every time you...
So how come the best players that with names you've heard of always are the ones that do win the tournament, though? It's interesting. I don't know how that happens. If everyone can do it, it's all simpletons. I'm not sure about this. This is very weird.
Play it. The game's boring as shit. I don't care about it.
Okay.
So, I don't care who won. I really don't. Okay.
All right. Well, this poll is so fucking dead. I mean, this poll is wrecked. 36% of you are legends. Poll over. 1220. Absolutely.
Someone tipped $2 and said something incredibly stupid, so I'm just going to say thanks for the $2. Okay.
That was about the 220, I'm sure. Big ups. It was probably a 220 comment.
All right, so we are
One last big.
already more than a third to the goal. Thank you guys for your early support. $66 of support at the beginning is great. Remember today, for any level of tip or super chat, you will get a special animation and
except that's not
sound
true.
effect. We're testing sound effects today to see how they work. I'd like to hear what you guys think about the sound effects and if they're intrusive or too loud or whatever. This is the first day we're using them. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on that today over the course of this stream. Okay, please share. I will definitely adjust things on the fly. If things sound too loud or whatever, we can get that adjusted. And if you think that they're too intrusive, it's the first day I'm actually going full-fledged, hey, let's do sound effects for each level of contribution. Okay? So thanks in advance to anyone who supports the stream. We already are at $66. Let's keep that moving. Lots of gameplay here today, probably over 3 hours of gameplay. So I hope that you guys will stick around and hang out with me as we play. Okay?
And fun over. But
a lot of stuff there.
Let's go to
Okay.
UFC. I'm going to say welcome back, everyone. No.
All right, folks, ready? Let's begin.
I'm going to go with, hold on. Hello, everyone, and welcome back.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Death Stranding 2. As you can see,
I gotta get out of this shit, man.
Your lost cargo was returned. All this cargo that I found out there and I entrusted to other people has all been returned, which is awesome.
God damn it. That's not a W. That's an L. That's absolutely an L. Just letting you know. Not a W, an L. That is an absolute L. All right, big ups, Mangaka. Let's touch some DK grass. Mangaka, what a king! 5 memberships. This is what you get. That's good.
I think what'll happen is if I do happen to go back to those particular bases, I may get rewards for actually having had these things remotely delivered.
Okay, live. Oh, surfboard. That's pretty cool. I don't want to spoil myself. Oh, Roadside's about to stream and respond? Okay, that's cool. I'll send you there.
Look, max energy consumption decrease.
Yeah, I don't want to get spoiled. I'm playing this game literally tomorrow. Yeah, he is wearing the VTuber hat. He's owning the meme. But I do want to finish last night, so if you don't mind, if you want to go, yeah, I'll give you the link to Broside Phil. Is he on now or is he starting now? But I do want to watch, I want to finish watching last night's thing. But if you want to watch Broside, let's see. Is he doing it right now? Scheduled. Oh, he's live now. Here, I'll send you the link if you want to watch him cover that. Here we go. Bam, bam, bam. But I want to finish last night, so I'll start. We only have like, oh, yeah, we still have 12 minutes left on this one. I want to watch this.
Together and all of that, right?
Here we go. Back to this last night.
That might not have been the best for me because then I'm kind of not doing stuff that I like to do. I'm really isolating my core audience that doesn't like drama, right? But it could have been successful. I don't know. If I teamed up, been a part of their team, because again, they were working on trying to do like a team of content creators that were going to be part of their group, much like how LolCow Live has the LolCow universe. They kind of wanted to do their own thing with that. Okay?
But you see that even LolCow universe thing died quickly. I mean, no one's talking about the LolCow universe anymore.
Going to be part of that. I was going to be part of the initial group or whatever. So that could have worked, but that would have meant sacrificing everything that I love. The 15 plus years that I've been a creator. I didn't want to do that, right? That's
but you threw it all away for Kino Casino because you thought you missed out on that first chance.
Got out when I did. So it was either go along with them, right, doing that. I don't even know what this is. For some reason, I was in line for an agricultural inspection, even though it didn't say I needed to do one.
Yeah.
Or
don't you
it
hate
was
those?
get out when I did, and then those guys are going to do what ultimately they wanted to do anyway, make fun of me and bank on it. Right? So...
That's not what bank on it means. He's not using that correctly.
Either way, everyone wins. No?
I think he's trying to say make bank on it, but all right, we can bank on it.
There, I stayed with them and we were all successful, or I left and then they get to make fun of me and they make a bunch of money on it, and I'm still doing well, so we're still all successful. There's no losers in this situation at all.
So no matter what happened, he made the right choice. Could you believe it?
Everyone won. And that was my plan at the start. But a lot of people aren't smart enough to understand that because, again, everyone seems to think I'm a complete fucking idiot.
Yes. That's what I was picking up on as well.
You know I was the valedictorian in my high school, right? You know that I actually very calculatedly think out plans, meticulously think of things before I do them. Yes, there are moments when I act incredibly stupid. Because
yes. Okay. Can't wait for the June 2nd documentary from June the King where he could say, Philip literally flexes on everyone, telling them how much he thought about his plan, which I want to remind you included sharing medical information about his parents, wife, and dying pets as a part of his well-calculated plan.
Emotion, or because I just make a dumb spur-of-the-moment decision. But when I actually think about things and I actually put effort into them, things go well. Do you think that it was a fluke that I was a good Street Fighter player, or do you think that I actually planned out the way that I was going to try to win and how I was going to practice?
And then exit right.
I'm telling you, people are just dumb because they think I'm so stupid. Go ahead. What do they say?
Exit
the biggest
right.
trick that the devil ever pulled off is that he convinced the world that he didn't exist. Go ahead thinking that I'm a dumb motherfucker.
Yes, we will.
Let's see how far you
Great.
get in life, believing how dumb that I really am.
We'll do
now
that.
I got distracted. Now look what I did. I just got distracted, and I'm screwed because I didn't get off the exit because I was talking.
Can't talk and drive, but he makes very well calculated plans. He can't talk and drive in a video game, but yes, he makes plans for everything. Exactly, yes.
But go for it. Think how dumb I am, and then convince yourself somehow that everything that I told you about this was a lie.
Yes.
When in reality, everything is already done. Everything is good, right? Like, there's nothing bad going on. Everything has worked out very well for everyone involved. So why do I give a shit what you have to say about me negatively or toxically? I don't care. Say what you
Toxically?
want. I'm good.
I don't care what
Negatively or toxically. I don't care.
I don't care what you say about me if you talk about me negatively or toxically.
Say what you want. I'm good. Fuck, I was gonna try to do a U-turn, but now the road's split. God damn it.
I'll talk about it toxically.
Yeah, who knows? You know, it's so weird.
Well, we know more, we don't care. Yes.
People say all the time, how successful is actually someone on the internet, and how do you judge it, right? Like, in truth. Just so you guys know, and I've said this before.
I'm wondering if he's going to come up with a definition that it includes him to decide what's successful or not. I wonder.
And I know, again, a lot of people don't believe me. There has never been a fake contribution on one of my streams. Okay? Never. I've never faked a contribution.
Keep left.
That's why sometimes I don't hit goals. If I was faking contributions, I'd be hitting at goals every fucking stream. Okay? I've never done that. I've never view-botted myself. I've never done anything illegitimate when it comes to levels of support at all.
Okay.
Everything you've ever seen on my streams is real. Okay? God's honest truth. So,
Well, that means
the
nothing,
thing is,
but okay.
it's so hard to judge how other people are doing. Like, some people talk about Kino Casino, and they're like, well, how successful are those guys really?
No one says that because it's very easy to see when they're subs.
How much are they actually making? I don't know.
He's just trying to he's trying to convince people that he might be more successful than Kino Casino. That's what he's trying to say here. That's what he's trying to say. Like, put that question in your mind. Like, oh, I mean, who knows? I mean, I might be making more than them. I don't know. How could you tell? That's what he's trying to say right here.
You know, how much is real? How much is it?
Yeah, why don't you just stick with consistent viewership? That's what I think is probably good. Let's start with that.
Are all those contributions real? Do they get any chargebacks or anything? I don't know. Are all the views they get real? Do they view bot? You know, people heavily apparently have accused them of view botting.
How would you know? How would you know that, Philip?
I don't know if that's true or not. I don't. 'Cause the thing is, I came in the middle,
How
so
would
I
you
don't
know?
even know like what kind of viewers they bring or whatever.
How would you know?
So I
Yeah.
have no idea. But you would think they're making insane money. Like, seriously, you would think, especially for the amount that they work, because they don't work that much, but they still apparently have insane amounts of money. So the bank must be real. I feel like
The bank must be real. I love this bank. Another word we can't use correctly, but we're really trying hard is bank.
but they still apparently have insane amounts of money. So the bank must be real. I feel like
The bank is real.
the contributions you see on their streams are probably completely legit, and that the views, even if they're real or not, they're probably still getting credit for them.
Ginko Jitsuzai Suru.
Keep in mind, they've been in the Kick or the Twitch. Boy, I can't speak. It is Kick. They've been in the Kick partner program for a long time, where you get paid for your views. They're probably making bank just on the views alone, and then they're getting thousands of dollars in contributions every stream. So when people say, yeah, but their content isn't that good. Yeah, but it doesn't matter what their content, if it's good or not. They're making insane money. It doesn't matter if their content's actually good. It depends on if there's an audience for the content or people who paid
There
for
you
it.
go.
Everyone says my content sucks ass, but I'm doing good. I'm happy with how I'm doing. So who cares if my
Everyone says my content
sucks ass? I like it, you like it, and we're doing good, so who cares?
At the
right?
roundabout, take the first
That might be a
exit.
problem
But
if
it
everyone
is
says
weird,
your
like, I
stuff
don't
sucks.
understand how any of it
Exit
works.
now.
Like with LTG, for example,
Keep
right?
left. And then
Another person we don't care about. Go ahead. Another person we know nothing about. Go ahead.
You're gonna tell me that with this guy who supposedly is one of the most hated guys on the internet for the heinous things he said and done,
Yeah.
has 3,000 plus legit subs over on Twitch?
So you're questioning.
Something doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that. And apparently when he streams, it claims that there's like an insane amount of viewers on his streams, and it's like, where are they? If he really has an insane amount of viewers, why don't they talk in his chat? I told you the one clip I ever watched of him streaming, there was no one talking in his chat. It was dead. His
So
chat
like
was
your
completely
chat then.
fucking dead.
So like
but it
your
said
chat?
he had like thousands of viewers. But I don't know if there's any way to really prove anything, honestly.
Okay,
with
so
this stuff.
what's
I
the
don't-
point of this
Again, I'm a
exercise?
newcomer to it. The only time that I even see any of it is when these idiot trolls viewbot me, and I have nothing to do with it. You can't stop it. Like, there's no way to stop viewbotting. And you always know they're viewbotting because you see my chat is its normal pace. Yet somehow my stream shoots up all these viewers. I'm not doing that. I'm just fucking streaming. I have nothing to do with it. Could it be that people are actually, like, viewbotting these people against their will? Do you think that? Maybe people
Do you think that's happening for you too, right?
viewbot, like, Casino and
Yeah, I mean, Miyamoto's right. He makes $6K a month from less than 60 fans. I mean, yeah, I mean, DSP is making way more than anyone should normally, right? Any non-lolcow that has this many viewers is not even close to what DSP is making. So he is pushing his dents far, right? He is making the most of the few whales he has, right? Big ups, Indrid, for the raid-style raid. Big ups.
and LTG, and they have nothing to do with it either. It could be.
Indrid, because of that raid, you've earned something. What should I get the sexy voice lady to say? You give me one sentence. I'll make her say whatever you want. But don't, okay. Think about it, though. It doesn't have to be off the cuff here. You can think about it, but I'll let you get a free line. Everyone else, I'll choose 3 more from the Q&A. I promise we'll go through it.
I don't know. I try not to buy into all the drama shit. I don't know anything about it. Why would I buy into the drama stuff when I don't know anything about it, you know?
Indrid, step on me would be fine.
I don't know how it works. You would think I know anything about it, you know? I don't know the truth of any of it. I don't know how it works. You would think...
Geralt getting pissed. How many times do I have to tell you to slow down?
Viewbotting wouldn't even make sense because it probably costs more to viewbot than the benefit you would ever get from a viewbot.
That's not true, though.
Right?
Clearly, there's benefits to viewbotting. That's why it still exists and has been since streaming has started. There's clearly an advantage to it. You're higher up on the results screens. If you have good content, it means something.
Then again, I don't know. I know nothing about it. I'm so ignorant. The little bit that I dabbled in this drama stuff last year was like so introductory, and I didn't really learn much about it, and I just don't want to learn anything about it, you know? I want nothing to do with it. I just want to do my own shit. Really? Dunsfelter says, big Twitch streamers are starting to admit everyone on the site is viewbotting. Even advertisers sponsoring streams to help them will get more views that way and stuff. Oh, man, I don't know. Again, I have nothing to do with it.
Great take.
To me, see, here's the thing. To me, I don't want artificial views. I'd rather want to know what my real views are.
Yeah.
To judge
so you can really start panicking.
Something is doing well or not. I was frustrated the other day. I was trying to figure out how well my stream was doing, and it was like, oh, 2,000 viewers. These aren't real. How do I know if the game is doing well if I have all these fake fucking viewers? Get out of here.
Get ready to turn left.
Base it off viewership on YouTube. So in that case, there'd be nothing doing well.
Turn left. Turn left.
Fun stream.
Wait,
He fucked it up. Watch his mini map, guys. Watch his map, okay? So he's supposed to... Let's see. How did he fuck this up? So he's going straight correctly. But then what do they say? Let's see what happens here. Watch the map. Ignore him.
Excuse me.
Left, and then turn left.
So he kind of... Oh! The map is telling him to go further. But yeah, he's supposed to go to the entrance of the facility, but he turns left at the turn. Which is before the point.
Rerouting.
And
Wait,
now
what?
I
did turn left.
I did turn
left.
Where the fuck was I supposed
Come
to turn
on,
left?
Geralt. Piece of
There was a
shit.
tiny entrance over there? Seriously?
Yeah.
There was a tiny entrance gate that I missed.
Let's see him in tight corners. In tight
I'm
corners,
done with this
it's
job. It's
interesting.
taking forever. Because I already went the wrong way once.
He's just ranting and not paying attention. That's all he wants to do. That's why he loves this game, by the way.
At the roundabout, take the 4th exit.
At the roundabout, take the 4th exit.
The roundabout. God damn. What is a fucking roundabout? God, please end this job. It's the most tedious job. The first job was long and a triple flatbed, and somehow it was...
Oh! Oh, what do we hit? Who just died?
And a triple flatbed, and somehow it was... God, you gotta be kidding. I hit a rock. I hit a fucking...
They were probably old. Oh, there's the rock. Look on the right here. Can you see the rock? It just got boom, that rock.
God damn
Back it up. Can you imagine seeing this in real life? Are you okay, man?
Look. I hit
Are
a
you
stupid
okay?
rock. Come on.
Oh,
my God.
Oh, he hit someone else. That was a family. At least he won't need to grieve the loss of his wife anymore because he just joined her as you ran over her. Anyone else we can run over? Who's next?
Can I get around? I'm still not around
Just got the kid.
this fucking rock? Dude, I can't get off this rock.
Oh.
Okay, I'm off the rock. Jesus.
Oh, their dog is left. We got to get the dog too? Oh, no, we're all right. Okay.
Exit now. Never mind. I'll find a new route.
I've had enough. I'm just pulling
Turn
in.
left.
Geralt's getting frustrated. Geralt.
Exit now. Never mind. I'll find a new route.
Yeah.
I've had enough. I'm just pulling
What a king. Never mind. I'll find a new route. God damn
Turn
it.
left.
This is fucking horrible. That's right. Thank you again for making this one of the most successful series I've ever done on the internet, because every single time we do it, you guys come out and hang out and support him.
We hit the goals. What?
Oh, okay. That
Whew.
took forever.
A lot of work, man.
It seriously did. Kept getting stuck. All right. So, guys, thank you. Great
Please.
streaming day, and I really appreciate that we bounced back from yesterday. That means a lot. After yesterday, you know, being frustrated.
Remember, we're not worried about this, though, guys. Remember, we're not worried.
Bounced back from yesterday. That means a lot. After yesterday, you know, being frustrated. People want me to raid LTG on Kick.
Oh, here we go. The thing I showed
All right.
you.
So I'm going to send you guys over there. Be sure to tell him that I called him a cowardly bitch and say that he has no balls and he'll never face me because he knows that he will lose. I don't want to play him for money by paying him. I want to play him and turn him into my bitch by beating him in a game. I want him to actually try. What he's saying is that he doesn't want to play me because he just wants the money, and that it doesn't matter if he wins or loses if he gets the money up front.
Yeah.
No, I want to prove that I'm better than him.
Okay, so who's paying the 5,000, sir?
That's why I want to play him for real, so there have to be stakes.
Who's providing these stakes?
Wins money if he wins. He doesn't get anything if he loses. He's a bitch. He's a coward, and he's a fucking scrub, and
Kino
always will
took
be.
that back, DJ realized.
Have a good night. Go over there and have fun with him, guys.
Yeah, so that right there is kind of against TOS, I would imagine. Go over there and have fun with him, kind of, but, you know, they're not going to do anything.
Here's your music you were asking for, guys.
Oh, these parts are the best. I'm a sucker for the movie parts. I mean, the music parts. Anyways, big ups to everybody for joining today. We'll see you tomorrow for earlier start. I'll do Death Stranding, take a break, and then we'll do pre-stream tomorrow, all right? So robust day tomorrow of Death Stranding 1, and then we'll do the pre-stream as well. You're all fucking kings, all right? Thanks for joining us. I will redirect you to Broside, who hopefully is still live after the outro. But you're all kings and queens. Oh, sorry, Q&A. Oh my God, I forgot the Q&A. I have to check this because it goes away. Okay, so I will screenshot all these. Something key. Wow, nice joke, Unk. Let the begging commence. We are gooning and cooming. Uh-oh, another disaster stream. Are you familiar with the king snake? Jade is rolling in. Uh-oh, the quarter demon is here. Wow, another great begging segment. That's why you're toxic. He's mush-mouthed. He did nothing wrong. He did everything correct. Nobody's muted anymore. Old man forgot to take his meds. Sorry. Ooh, cunty. That's a good one. Another extremely common ALTL. That won't work. That will not work. It's WB Champions time. That will work. Okay, I screenshotted them all. I'll add. Look at all those and choose what I think is the best 3, and I'll add Indrid's as well. So Indrid's Step on Me will be the 4th. But you're all legends. I've talked enough. Thanks for watching. Bye.
I'm making big money here.
One more.
Oh, he's done.
Oh, no.
He's done. You can see he's just heartbroken.
Bye-bye.